Hello and welcome to Magnificent Pride. It is wonderful to see everybody here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We are raising some money tonight. Quick shout outs and thank yous to sponsors, which I'll go over in a moment, to Kay and David, aka Chaotic Wholesome, for hosting this amazing event for me. To Jason, who did all of the design in this beautiful overlay. Y'all are the best team ever. To my GM, Eugenio, and to my players being here with me. I could not have done this without any of you. Thank you so much. And to you, reviewers, y'all showed the heck up. Welcome in. And let me tell you a little bit first about what we're doing here. You're going to be playing a one-shot of D&D, GM'd by Eugenio, DM Jazzy Hands, fantastic at what he does. And we are going to be raising money for Black and Pink. Black and Pink is a nonprofit that seeks Black and brown LGBTQIA+ people who are or were incarcerated and to try and overhaul the prison system. That is with trying to renovate the policies that are in place or just complete abolishment. As we know, queer and Black people that are trans and queer, their families are disproportionately affected by incarceration, and it can really impact their lives moving forward. So I am very passionate about that. We are all passionate about trying to right those wrongs in the system. And we're really excited to raise money for a charity that serves that underserved community, especially because some of us at this table are a combination of those two things. So that is what we're doing today. Today is sponsored by Powerless Pixels. Check out Powerless Pixels for all of your geek wear, especially your D&D and TTRPG wear. They've got some flies button-ups that are coming out soon with some new patterns, as well as some brand new midi skirts. So get your gender on, y'all. There's something for everybody there. As well as a big thank you to Idle Champions. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for sponsoring. You can actually check out their Pride skins, and two of the people here tonight on screen have characters in that game that look absolutely outstanding in their new little skins. And then thank you again to Critical Hit Cookies as well. If you're looking for a delicious flavor, there's an espresso chip that is out of this world. That's my recommendation.
And extra thank you to Idle Champs for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
Thank you for the raid. Y'all are so good. Already off to a great start. So appreciated. Oh, giveaways. So you have to be on Twitch in order to enter to win our giveaways. So thank you so much if you are watching from any other platform. But if you would like to enter a giveaway, hop over into Twitch chat. First up, everybody gets an Electrum chest code. If you play Idle Champions, you've got yourself an Electrum chest code free of charge. I believe it is !code, and that'll get you what you need. The first half of our game, we are going to be having two giveaways. One is a bag of holding pin set from Powerless Pixels. It is super cute, Dungeons and Dragons themed. It is precious and adorable. And then there are going to be Idle Champions packs for any platform, 2 starter packs, and 1 founders pack. So let me tell you, if you haven't played that game, what are you doing? Number 2, if you do play that game, you're going to want to enter to win that because that is some serious swag. In the second half, if y'all stick around, we'll be up for a $25 gift card to Critical Hit Cookies and a $50 gift card to Power. So yeah, you have to be present to win, so please stick around. Make sure that you're in chat, hanging out with us. For our redeems, $10 is going to get you a +1. You should see this also rotating on screen. $20 is a reroll. $30 is going to be impressions. You can tell us who you want these items to go to when you do your donation. Impressions, I have a little dish with Powerpuff Girls on it, rainbow coated, and I will pick something out of here that is stupid. Do it and it'll be fun. $45, that is going to get you a setting change of your choice. $60 is a help or a hindrance that the GM will choose. $75, choose the player and they will monologue for you. $100, if you would like to play a TTRPG with yours truly, GM'd by me, go ahead and donate $100 and I will hook you up with a seat at my table. And then for $150, a parody song written by me, if you are into that kind of thing. So, without further ado, go around the table. Everybody introduce yourselves. You all know I'm Candace the Magnificent. My pronouns are they, she. But who else do we have with us? Let's start.
I wasn't expecting us to start with me. I was muted. Hi, I'm Chrissy. Chrissy and Color and all the fun internet spaces. I use she, they pronouns, and God, am I so freaking nervous.
No, you're going to be wonderful.
You're going to be wonderful. Yeah, thank you for the invite. let's pop it on up to Matt, who is above me on.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, Chrissy. My name is Matt, he, him pronouns. I'm just so jazzed. Oh my gosh. Like from start to finish with the session 0, the vibes have been immaculate. So I'm just so pumped. So I'm gonna pop it over. It'll be like keeping going up, scrolling, and I'll pass it over to Brian.
Wait, how am I? Okay. Oh, I get it, because it's it goes
Yeah.
around. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian, aka Urban Bohemian, he, they pronouns, and yeah, really just excited to be doing this. It's been a day and a week, and I'm ready to have some fun. Oh,
And last
right.
but not least-
Who's left? Hey,
Hey, well,
and friend.
and friend.
Yes.
Hey, well, I am Kate Purcell. I am the founder of this channel with these amazing people. And I use she, they pronouns. I'm so glad you're here. You can find me across the internet at Kate Amphier or just right here. This is Gilmore, he, him. He will be playing the role of Ragnar Khan tonight. That'll make sense later. But right now I have Perch Cat, and I really hope I don't have to roll too terribly soon. Yeah, I think that's what we got. Thank you all for being here, and thank you to Bardley.io for the tunes. And I think that is that it? That's everyone, right? Yeah.
There's
it's
one
time.
last person.
It's time.
Arguably,
It's time. Well, we know we have to
big
hand it to
kahuna.
the GM last, so I had to make sure there wasn't, So, our fearless leader, Henyo, please take us away.
So much fear. Hi, everybody. I'm Okenyo. I am DM Jazzy Hands. I am really excited and honored to get to DM the first of these magnificent Prides things. Please come back for all the other ones too, because my God, the casts that are coming in the coming weeks. So please do come back. But we're so glad you're here tonight. Thank you so much. You can find me on the internet all over the place. Here, Twitch and Twitter. DM Jazzy Hands. So yeah, come hang out with me anytime around the interwebs. Thank you all for being here. Should we play some D&D for Black and Pink?
Let's go.
Yes.
Do it. All right. So the 5 of you have recently returned from a rather exhausting adventure. And this final day of it, as you've been returning home, you sort of completed the exciting bits, and you're just trying to get home. But the trip home has also just been, random encounters on the road that weren't hard. They're just exhausting. And the weather was crap for a good chunk of the trip. But you've made it back to your home base. It's just in a small village outside of a bigger city, a very fantastic place. And the 5 of you have parted ways, unless some of you live together, I don't know, and headed for home. And as each of you has gotten home, you have found, rather surprisingly, inside, you open up your door, and there on the floor, as each of you takes your first step into home, is a large envelope that is sealed with wax and a seal, but this wax is sort of a spiral of all kinds of colors, and if you look at it from different angles, it sort of glimmers, and you see sort of a purple from this way, but this way it's more of an orange, and so there's clearly a touch of magic about this. And if I may, each of you bends down and picks it up and pops it open and begins to read. And Chrissy, if we can start, we zoom in on you or on Bluebell, your character, and you begin to read, and you read, "You have been cordially invited." Chrissy, would you tell us a little bit about Bluebell and what we see as she begins to read this invitation?
Oh, well, you see a tiny little figure, maybe 3 feet tall at most. And she's got wings that have a shimmer between purple, blue, and teal. It just kind of, depending on how she's fluttering them. And she has lavender hair, and it's kind of cut just past her shoulders. and what might be considered an excessive amount of makeup to some, but she doesn't do anything halfway. And she's quite petite, just has some pretty simple leathers considering her makeup. Her clothes are simple, her makeup is not. And yeah, that is Bluebell Honeydew.
Okay, so we pan up and we see Bluebell Honeydew there reading the beginning of this invitation. We pan back down as Bluebell continues to read, and the letter continues to an exclusive party just for adventurers like you. And we pan back up, and now we don't see Bluebell anymore, but we see Brandon. Kay, will you tell us a little bit about now who we're seeing reading this invitation?
Yeah, so you see this young guy, green skin, tusks, like black hair kind of back in this messy man bun, and like the sides are undercut under his horns. Which kind of makes you go, wait a minute. And yes, this guy seems to be half orc, half tiefling. Got tusks and horns and like this green skin, and you look behind him, these little like hand-sized webbed wings that are clearly useless. They're just there, and this little chonky Christmas tree shaped tail coming out from beneath his little leather jerkin. And on his shoulders is this little kind of oil slick green dragon, just chilling there, chewing on his horns, just being a general nuisance, kind of like someone we saw at the start. And he's got like solid black eyes with these like gold irises, but the sclera and the pupil are both black, so it just kind of looks like gold halos as he like picks it up and is like, huh, what's this?
Okay, maybe I overestimated the reading part of the, but it's fine. So we pan up and we see Brandon there in all of his tiefling and orc glory. We pan down as Brandon continues to stare at the text. Reading? Who's to say? And the invitation continues. Come prepared for the most fabulous night of your career. And again, the camera pans up, but this time we see Iretti Flameheart. Candace, tell us about Iretti.
Iretti is a short, curvy, kind of thick-looking witch. She is dressed in very flowy, creepy white garb. Has lots of like cool, new agey-looking jewelry on. A shock of bright, curly, reddish-orange hair. She is an Aasimar who has black features and wears like a lot of like really beautiful, like yellow kind of eyeshadow to match a smattering of like glowing white freckles across her cheek. And as she stoops not very far down, because she's already very close to the ground, to get her little envelope, she kind of pulls out a little penknife to slide delicately under the seal, and then like tucks it away into like a little pocket that leads to hold on to it because it's pretty. And as she reads it out loud and says, "Oh no, a party! Okay, I'm very excited. Oh, who am I going to go with? Date?
Oh, what up?
For a date?
What a perfect segue, if I may, as Iretti's like, do I have to find a date? And as if looking back down to see, does it require a date on the invitation, we pan back to the text, which continues on, we're looking forward to welcoming you. And then from there, we now see Guan holding the invitation. Matt, tell us a little bit about your character.
All right, so Guan, as he picks up this envelope, you would see he's standing about 5'8". He has long white hair. As far as his shirt goes, it's this black jacket with gold trim, as well as a little bit of leather you can see beneath that conceals some chainmail. But as he holds the envelope, he thinks to himself, "Oh, I'm tempted to open this, but I can't before my eternal companion." And he is going to spend the time casting his Find Steed spell. And he says, "Dear!" and a majestic, mystical elk appears. And as this elk appears, you would see that the elk is dressed in the same way. We have matching outfits. The black with gold trim, and as the elk has like a little bit of a disapproving gaze upon Guan, and Guan is just like, yeah, I didn't open it. Don't worry, I didn't open it. Here. And Guan is gonna like hold it with one hand while like reaching it out so that his elk named Deer is able to open it with the hoof. Like we open it together and slowly slide it out to read the next passage.
Well, I don't know how we go from elk hoof to dragonborn claw, but it's fine. We pan back down to the invitation as well. Let's be honest. Probably Deer first notices that there is a postscript, and the postscript says, "P.S. It is in your own best interest and ours for you to keep this party an absolute secret. Tell no one." And then we pan up, and we finally see Sylvester. Brian, tell us about Sylvester.
At reading the postscript, Sylvester has just had like lute string break happen in his mind. Like, okay. And Sylvester is a crystalline gem dragonborn, kind of white iridescent scales. After their recent adventure, just got home. So yeah, they are kind of doing their traveling leathers, which are black and kind of like an asymmetrical bias vest, and generally has a rainbow like stripe down it. And for this month, for their adventures, for some reason he was feeling a little bit of rainbow makeup. So the scales around his face are also kind of done up a little more, so he was very happy at the wax seal, like kind of like, ooh, okay, we're here for this. And yeah, his eyes have now returned to their normal size. Like, oh, what's the point if I can't tell anyone about it?
Since you commented on this, since you brought attention to it, Sylvester, why don't you make me I'll take either perception or investigation from you for a moment, please.
All right.
The first roll of the game.
Oh, yes. And what a first roll it is. Brian, what'd you get?
That would be a 2 with my modifier, making it a 7.
Mm-hmm. Live your life. You notice nothing. So, underneath the postscript, there is information about the time and location of this party. Now, the good news is that the party is within, well, theoretically within walking distance. It's a bit far. It'll take, but your adventures, you walk most your 5th level adventures, you walk most places. You don't teleport places yet. You're not that powerful. The less good news maybe is that the party is tonight. You have time to get there. In fact, you have time to get there and even spend some time getting ready if you so desire. But the party is tonight. And since you only just returned, you only just saw the invitations, but it does sound like quite a fete. So, how do I want to guess this without, or how do I want to do this without immediately pointing at the person I think is the answer? Who is ready for the party, to leave for the party first? Let's ask that. Who thinks you're a quick and dirty? Yeah, that's okay. Great. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brandon didn't even change. Like...
No. Brandon walks right in and turns right back around.
Yeah. I mean, look, I took a second to like put a wash rag over my pits, okay?
Yeah. Whoa. Brandon is
At
ready
least
to
use the
party
wash
now.
rag.
Yeah.
I put some water on it.
And I'm so proud of you.
He heard
Brandon...
about Axe, but that was dangerous, so wash rag is better.
The axe is for shaving. That's for really important events. Brandon, so you're
There's something
ready.
about Axes as body spray, but I don't know how that works. I tried once and I just bled.
Oh, I don't. You all were probably there for it too. Brandon, you're ready to go. Do you what is your I mean, what's the thought, Brandon? Are you headed straight there? Are you going to how serious do you feel about the postscript? Are you going to go tell any of your friends? Are you going to go see if anyone else? What's the plan, Brandon? Or are you just heading straight there, which is acceptable?
Oh, okay. So in Brandon's mind, he's
Yes,
heading
please.
straight there, but there's gonna be some wandering in actuality.
Okay, great. I love it. So Brandon leaves his house. He washcloths his pits and then leaves the house and sort of steps outside. And there's this moment where very clearly, not 30 feet from Brandon's front door, is like the town gates, and Brandon just goes the opposite direction and begins a meander. I love it.
Like Raldra Khan, his little dragon, like bites the pointy part of his ear, and it's like, oh, this way? Okay.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Who do we think, and we'll come back to this person, but now this might be the real like duke out of the session. Who thinks they're gonna be ready last?
Probably Bluebell.
Okay. Tell me more. What is Bluebell spending all that time doing to get ready?
Redoing her makeup, obviously.
Oh yeah, like from start.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
of
It looked
course.
perfectly fine, but a party is a completely different endeavor. So, and then she does change into something slightly more festive, but the makeup is gonna take forever.
Yeah, of course, of course. So as Brandon leaves his house, Bluebell is just sitting down to the vanity to begin the process of removing today's makeup so as to put tonight's makeup on. I love it. Okay, Sylvester and Guan and Iretti, in any order that you so choose, tell me a little bit about how you all are getting ready for the party, and then same question as I asked Brandon. You headed straight there? Can you not resist telling somebody? Are you... whatever it is that your plan is.
Reddy, I think, looks down when she finally stops freaking out about finding someone to go with. I think Reddy kind of looks down and just sort of like casts like a version of light on herself that turns
Yes.
her robes like sparkly and glittery. So she's wearing the same thing, but now it's real sparkly. Thank you to Lauren Obo and Anonymous for donating. I appreciate you. Guys, please keep those flowing. We look forward to get your names shouted out on screen. Thank you so much for being here.
I love it. Yeah, hell yes, Sparkle Dress. Use that magic. I love it. I love it. Sylvester or Guan? I will call on one of you if I need to.
Wow.
And it will be Brian, so.
Flashback. Yeah, upon seeing that, like, Sylvester takes a moment to think and has immediate panic, then goes into overthink, then realizes that, like, their overthinking is already, like, well, like, their half-ass effort is probably far beyond anyone's whole-ass effort, and just kind of does a little spin with a snap and prestidigitates, like, their clothes clean from traveling. And because it is a little special, starts to, around their horns, kind of weaves some roses in around the horns, and then applies a little bit of eye makeup on the corners to kind of look like curling vines.
Oh, cute.
But leaves like the rainbow makeup on, and
Sure.
you know, the outfit itself, I mean, you know, it's a Sylvester original. It's very stylish. It should fit in. And if it doesn't, then other people are at the wrong party, not him.
Sylvester has self-actualized about this stuff in a way that I can only aspire to. Truly. I love it. Guan, what your and please don't let me forget Deer's prep.
Yes. So I would say that, like, okay, Guan's outfit generally is dependent on Deer.
Of course.
And when Deer, like, if Deer is feeling this one, then Guan is too. And in this case, Deer is. So Guan is gonna be ready to rock. And Kay, if you don't mind, I would love if Guan were to step out of his humble abode and run into Brandon.
Humble stable.
Absolutely.
Excellent. And Guan is like I mean, he's still got the envelope. Like, it's taking him a little bit longer to process than it took Deer. But he is gonna
Yes.
see Brandon and immediately like pull it behind his back and say, "Brandon,
Hey!
hey, anything
Deer?
interesting going on?"
So I'm going to this, there's this place where you can get cool seeds.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds fantastic.
And, like, I wanna, I like nature and junk. So, like, if I can get seeds, then I can, like, spread my seed far and wide. So I should go, like, get the seeds.
Yeah, I totally get it. Are you? Wait a second. Did you wash your pits?
Yeah.
And Guan
Wait.
is gonna.
Oh, go.
Guan is gonna like look over to Deer, because I'd say Deer
very
was
good,
probably
yes.
taking the secrecy part much more serious. But Guan kind of looks
Sure.
up at Deer like kind of like a little kid who's like, "Can I tell him? Can I tell him?" And
I mean, I think Deer just sort of looks the other way, right? Like,
great.
I don't know, what do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah.
And then Guan is gonna like move very move close so that we can whisper and say,
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Is this seed place a potential party?
So this is the perfect time because Matt Mimics and Misfits, thank you, just donated $75 for a Brandon inner monologue.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Muting, sitting back, and loving my life. Go.
So I think the way this happens is, and it's great because it's both of us with like animal companions, right? So like you're leaning in and like Elk is judging you, right? And meanwhile, Brandon's here with this little green dragon on his shoulder. Like, okay, Rald. So like here's the situation. Completely saying it out loud. You can hear every word of this, right? But he clearly thinks, himbo to the core. Like he clearly thinks, he's like, okay, so like we've been invited to this like really cool thing, and like, okay, you know it's not seeds, right? Okay, you know it's not seeds. So it was like this really pretty rainbow thing, and like I really want to go to this party, but like it said I can't tell anyone. But like if I can't tell Guan, who can I tell? Because we're like companions, you know? And like, yeah. So like I really want to go to this thing, and I really can't, and he's getting louder. Like people walking by can hear it now. It's like I really want to go to this thing, and it's gonna be really great. I know it's gonna be great. I don't know exactly what it is, but if the seal is that pretty, then it's definitely gonna be great. So what do you think, Rald? Can I tell him, or should I just keep the seed story? Because I think that was really good. Like that was my best way yet, don't you?
By the time I'm obsessed. By the time you get to the end of it and you've gotten a little bit louder, Guan and Brandon, both of you make perception checks for me, please.
All right.
Let's see which of these dice hate me. Y'all, I had to put all of my rainbow dice in dice jail.
They were
They were bad.
being mean. It is. Guan, how'd you do?
I got a 17.
Okay, all right. Brandon, how'd you do? Oh no.
True to form.
Well, I got a 10, but that's with my +8.
Yes. So many twos so far today. I'm here for it. Okay. So Guan, while Brandon is continuing this not so inner monologue, and starts to mention, never explicitly, but starts to mention the seal and this great thing and this and this and that. Every now and again, someone walks by and like hears and sort of, almost with a little look of recognition, sort of looks over, but it never lasts more than a second, and then they sort of shake their head and hurry off a little faster than they were. And it happens twice while Brandon is not so inner monologuing.
Is it okay if whenever someone does that, Guan is just gonna be like, just a
Yeah.
finger to the lips?
Yeah.
To them or to Brandon?
To them.
Okay,
to
great.
the people walking by.
The first person that that you do that to her, that sort of pauses and seems like they're listening. The first person sort of scowls when they see that and like whirls their back to you and sort of stalks off quickly. The second person, though, looks surprised and then sort of smiles and nods and then turns and walks away, but a very different reaction.
Okay, yeah. So if we can't trust Guan, then we can't trust anyone, and we know we can trust Deer because Deer is like solid. So like, okay, so it's not really a seed thing.
What an incredible smash cut line. We're gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna go see Sylvester and Iretti. You know what? And Bluebell. We can grab the three of you. You all have. This has taken some time. So at this point, you have all left your house and probably, let's be honest, regardless of how close by you live, hear the end of Brandon's not so inner tirade monologue. And then I shall leave you if you would like to go towards Brandon, or just be like, no, I should go away from Brandon and go ahead and head on. Entirely up to you all. But the three of you are not necessarily together. I'm just whoever wants to take up the mantle. Let's Iretti, actually. Can we have you, since you were the next sort of quickest with the light spell on the dress? Great.
I think Iretti pops out of her home because she is a witch. She lives at like the edge of town, like near the fort, in like a little glen, as you. And she has a little broom that she rides. So she sits side saddle on her broom, like a goddamn lady, and she flies toward the village and sees her companions there, and alights down with like a flourish of sparkling kind of cream and white colors and shimmers and things, and kind of like looks really excitedly at everyone. Thank you to Rex for the +1 for everyone, GM included. She daintily kind of snaps her fingers, and the broom kind of just folds up and just slides into like a little thing at her, like a little pocket at her side. And she's like, "What? I heard something about seeds, and from very far away, Brandon. You've been quite loud, and we're not supposed to tell you because something bad that happens. Why would you?" Shh.
I didn't tell anyone. I was just talking to Rald.
Yeah.
If I could hear you, other people could hear you, please.
No, I'm pretty sure I was using my inside voice, even though I'm outside.
Your inside voice is awful loud.
Oh my god, here comes Bluebell. Does Bluebell fly or walk most places?
I think she flies because she's so short.
Yeah, great. So here comes Bluebell, now flying in on her own wings, no broom included, saying exactly that. I love it. Join the party.
Thank you, Bluebell. This is what I'm saying. We can hear you from
Brandon.
leagues away.
We've sort of discussed this. It's like telepathy, but in reverse for you.
I don't know that I've ever had a better bring the party together than everyone berating Brandon. Sylvester turns the corner around a building and starts with that. It's amazing.
Heard it and walks away. 30 foot radius on that.
You should
Inverse
stay with the
telepathy.
seed magic.
Yeah.
That's best, I think.
You're
Although
more sparkly
spreading
than
it all
usual,
around.
Sylvester. Like, you're usually sparkly, but you're even more sparkly than usual.
Like, nice.
This is a normal amount of sparkle for me. I don't know. And like very clearly you can see the reaction that they are very like, of course it is. But it's like, oh no, this is a normal amount of whatever time of day, whatever day of sparkle this is. It's a fine, good. Hi.
It mostly is, but you all are noticing now that the 5 of you have gathered in your some of you in your finery, more attention is being drawn. It's later in it's in the evening. You all are dressed up and clearly going somewhere. Assumptions could or couldn't be made necessarily, but so you are attracting a bit more. Brandon sort of started it, and now there's just a crowd of you all. So,
Now, this is my best jerkin.
You also smell fresher than usual. Who are you
Yeah.
trying to impress?
Like, you see the wheel processing for a moment, and then So there's these seeds.
Seeds?
Yeah. There's like a letter about a thing with seeds, and I like seeds. Yeah.
Reddy puts her arm in Bluebell's arm and is like, "Don't worry. I assume you might have gotten an envelope at your home.
Oh, yes. Is that?
Those
Oh,
are
I suppose-
seeds, you see."
Oh, is that why you're dressed so lovely?
No, please don't.
I mean, you
It's nothing fancy, please.
you always look fantastic, but all that sparkle. Oh, you do know I love shiny things.
Sylvester is quite sparklier than I. No. Thank you very much, Bluebell. As always, your compliments are quite floral and sweet.
Like a good elderflower tea.
I can grow that. I got seeds, yo.
Oh my goodness. I think on seeing that this does feel a little more of like we're a little more, Sylvester is going to use Psionic Mind to send a telepathic message
What?
to Deer
Okay. Yes. Good. Very good.
Oh.
and say, they're talking about the party, aren't they?
Okay. Go on, or Matt, I suppose. This is it was a summon steed or find steed spell, right?
Yes.
So now listen. This is absolutely happening. I just want to the response is going to be based on the answer to this question.
Mhm.
Technically, does Deer have a language? Like, is Deer able to speak with this spell? I don't think so, but you can tell me because it's been a minute.
Look, I don't think so either, but
Right.
I do think that their vibes would go
100%. 100%. It's also going to matter later because it does feel like Guan and several
Oh.
other party members are going to continue to try to talk to him. So I needed to know
Yes.
if he needed a voice or just a vibe, as you say. So-
whatever you want.
I
It's
love
up
it.
to you.
So Sylvester, you see in both your telepathic mind's eye and also just like physically in front of you, Deer just full on rolls his eyes.
Okay. Let's get it together. Obviously, we are going somewhere and we should not talk about that place, but we should. Were there instructions on the thing?
Yeah. You know how to get there. It's down.
I apologize.
Yeah, no. It's a few hours walk. Presumably, you all don't want to like hoof it because you're in your fineries or whatever. So it's
Don't-
several
I
hours.
think
Several
Deer
hours
has
walk
to
outside
hoof
of
it.
Deer's
town.
right here. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
he
say
has
hoof
to
it.
hoof
That's
it.
not. Yeah.
So sorry,
come on.
dear. Please accept my apologies. I will be more mindful in my language. Stop, cracker. All right. Okay.
So yeah, just
Yeah.
is saying without saying like we should get a move on, especially noticing that they've got a crowd and Sylvester is absolutely giving people in the crowd like
Oh yeah, and they're clearly watching. They mostly try and pretend they aren't when you give it, but yeah. All
And my
right.
mother always said that when people stare, it's because they are jealous at how lovely and resplendent you are. So
Oh.
we should perhaps let them look, because yes, we do look quite good, if I do say so myself.
I've been told I just look funny.
That's its own thing.
Yes. Sure is. May I assume that we are beginning to make our way at least in the direction of the town gate? Great. Okay.
Brandon starts the wrong direction, but someone,
This way.
Absolutely. As you all begin to move, you are recognized as a group of friends that sort of come in and out of town all the time. So you all moving together is not such an odd thing once you're not standing in the middle of the road talking about seeds. And you are nearing the town gate, and a halfling man who is probably known to at least some, if not all of you. His name is Jimmy Pearseed, and he is the smith in town. And he sort of comes hustling up to you all, trying to like catch up to you just as you reach the town gates. And he says, hello, you five. How are we this evening?
Good,
Fabulous.
James, it's lovely to see you.
You all look so lovely. Are you headed somewhere?
We're getting
Where-
seeds.
Wherever the night takes us, and apparently Brandon says it's taking us to get seeds.
Oh, it seems an odd time of day to run an errand like that. But listen, I'm so glad that you are. I'm so glad that I ran into you. Would it be all right if I accompanied you for a spell?
You want to go with us, but you don't know where we're going?
Well, I wouldn't need to accompany you for too terribly long. I assume you're at least for the next, I don't know, half hour or so heading down the main road. And I could, well, I wouldn't mind an escort. I have a bit of an errand to run that I perhaps could have done earlier in the day, but it's getting on nighttime, and you know all the rumors lately about the enhanced monster activity in the woods nearby. Anyway, I just would feel better in a group if you don't mind. If it's not too
Oh.
much of an imposition.
Like a job. It's a job, guys. It's a job.
But
I think he's just scared of the dark.
He kind of nods at that, and is like, well, it's not to put too fine a point on it.
We protect people from many things, and the dark might be one of them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We like,
And-
usually do that for money, though. Do you have money?
He says, well, certainly. Listen. You're right. It is a service, and I'm happy to pay for it, either in coin or in kind at the shop. I know that you all do tend to run through my wares rather quickly. So happy to provide future services or payment now. Entirely up to you. And you all can work out a deal. It does not matter what it is. That is to both of your satisfaction. Like I said, Jimmy is known to you all, and he's not going to try and stiff you or trick you or anything. He just wants some company on the road for a bit.
Already natters incessantly. With
Yes,
him.
that's great. And there are a few times, Iretti. In fact, Iretti, will you make me? I'll take either persuasion or deception, because what happens is, throughout the nattering, right, there's a lot of it back and forth, but occasionally Jimmy does come back to, where are you all headed, by the way? And so how deftly do you, I think I know based on the face, but how deftly do you turn him from said topic?
The deftest. I got a
Yes.
natural 20 for a 20.
Oh my gosh.
Heck yeah. Jimmy has no idea he is being led by the collar around this conversation.
The entire time, though, already feels so bad because she wants to be nice and wants to bring him to the event because she's like, sure, it's going to be fun. If the sticker is any indication, it's going to be a delightful time. And James really needs a good party, but also I am a hopeless directioner.
What a mood. You're ready. All right. So Jimmy joins the party. Nobody questions you all leaving the gates at this time of night. It's no problem at all. And the seven of you, I'm so sorry, dear. The seven of you now, I could have
Called.
blamed that on Jimmy, but I had to call myself out for it being dear.
I'm gonna say, wait, there might be. Hold on.
Roll to recon.
Oh, roll
Yeah,
to
there's-
recon. There's 8
yeah.
of you. Is there anyone else?
I have a
I
broom.
mean, I contain multitudes, but no, there's just one. of me.
A number of you all leave your lovely hometown. That number is somewhere between 4 and 10, I think. And you all head out with Iretti and Jimmy just sort of background buzzing at each other for the better part of an hour, actually. And then you arrive at sort of the first major crossroads on the main road that comes out of your town. And you see coming towards you from the direction that you all need to head. Jimmy's going to turn left. You all need to turn right, as it were. Coming down the road to the right is a group of people. There's a hobgoblin among them and a couple of goblins, and looks like a human maybe among them also. I believe there are 4 of them. And they're coming down the road towards you all, and they're carrying torches because it's getting a bit darker out. And they see you, and can I have you all please make insight or perception, but let me know which one you're doing when I come around to you. Everybody doing insight. All right. Guan, how'd you do?
I've got an 18 on insight.
All right. Sylvester?
24.
Excellent. You ready? Oh. Did we lose Candace?
Mid.
Oh, I got a 12. but
Oh,
I'm
great.
too-
Oh, 12.
I'm too
Well,
busy
you're talking to Jimmy. You're fine. You're
Chatting.
talking to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Bluebell, how about you?
I got a 13 with insight.
With insight. Great. And Brandon?
I got a 25 perception.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So,
I found
Guan-
a dice that doesn't hate me.
I keep it, hold it close to your heart. Guan and Sylvester, there's something off about this group. They seem a little just sort of your danger senses, right? Not exactly sure what it is. Sylvester, I will say with your 24, it's a little clearer. First of all, you get a whiff of the devil's spirit. They're all a little drunk, but also there's something else. They look like they're out spoiling for trouble to you, Sylvester. Brandon, with your 25 on insight, you notice
perception.
on a on perception, yes. You notice a couple of them have concealed weapons on them,
Oh.
and all of them have at least a little bit of blood somewhere on their clothes. So they have Sylvester's figured out they're spoiling for something, and Brandon, you get the sense that maybe they've already been in something as they come towards you. Oh, I should roll for little Jim.
How many more names is Jimmy Parisi gonna
right?
get
before the night's out?
That's a 2 on the die. So, like you're ready, they are totally wrapped up in each other. So yeah, you all arrive at the crossroads a little bit ahead of them. So they're still maybe 45, 50 feet down the road from you all, but they've clearly spotted you.
Uh,
And he's like, so I was at the crossroads, and then I met a woman, and she offered me powers, and I said yes. But now I have this person that I meet in the dark sometimes, and he's quite frightening, and I don't know what happened.
That sounds like something out of a fairy tale. What sort of abilities did he give you?
Well, I have something where I can do it's sort of like an eldritch thing where
Oh.
these green flames come out of nowhere. I don't know. It's like I sneeze and then someone is burnt to a crisp.
Sounds positively terrifying.
Yes, it's quite unsettling, but you know what? I think that my award-winning personality balances it out, and I try to warn people that I am a little bit I call it unpredictable.
Oh, but you handle it so well, Iretti. Truly, you do.
Thank you.
How about the rest of you?
I think like Brandon is kind of like a frontline fighter. Like he's kind of bristling with weapons and has like a shield on his back, and he's just gonna kind of walk to the part of the crossroads they're coming down, and just kind of stand between them and the group. Not aggressive, but just kind of casually, just in case there's trouble, the squishy, glittery people can there's a little bit between them and the maybe bad guys.
Yeah, great. Anything Sylvester, Guan, or Bluebell?
Have I noticed the bad guys yet, or am I just?
yeah, it's getting darker out, and they're all like 3 of the 4 of them are carrying torches, so they're not hiding.
Okay. I'm eyeing them up and down to see if they have obvious coin purses on their side.
Oh yes, they all do, and they're all quite full.
Okay.
No
that's good to
perception check
know.
required. Because
Okay.
they absolutely do. Also, there are 5 of them. I lied to you all. There's 2 goblins, not just one. A hobgoblin, a human, and an elf.
Okay. Good to know. I will keep that in mind. So just smile.
I love it. Anything Sylvester or Guan knows okay.
I do kind of like tell already. Why don't you hang back with Jimothy for just a moment? There might be a little bit of trouble ahead. I mean, it's crossroads, it's evening. People are always trying to get something out in these woods. I'm used to people wanting something else in these woods, but it seems like they might want money.
Never mind. That's a bad joke. Yes, great. Okay, so the two of you can sort of step back. Guan, what about you and Deer?
Guan is going to, like, when he notices that Brandon has stepped forward, Guan is going to start to follow, but then like turn to everyone else, and keep the game going and say, they might be trying to keep us from getting to our beans. And so Guan is gonna cast upcast
Magical bead.
a second level bless, so that Brandon, Sylvester, Eretti, and Bluebell will all be blessed.
Yes. All right. That is a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws. And as that comes through, this group gets sort of within speaking range of, I guess, of Brandon. Sees Guan's magic, and the hobgoblin steps forward and says, "Aye. Well, what a good-looking party and some sparkly magic to go with it. What brings you all out late at night tonight?" It's like 8. It's not that late.
Yeah. Hey, it's nice to meet you. My name is Brandon. You can call me Brandon. We're like walking through the woods like his friends and junk. What are you doing?
He takes a minute to recover from "My name's Brandon, but you can call me Brandon." So this is some of the middle of what you said, and then says, right, Colin, and well, it's none of your business what we're up to be honest. Unless
like
it is
like we're hunting or something.
Colin sort of unconsciously like brushes at some of the blood on his like shoulder, and says, "Yeah, or something. You all wouldn't be thinking about going this way, would you?"
Sylvester, which way are we going?
Great, yeah, perfect.
We're going that way.
We are indeed going that way.
Well, that's the problem then, isn't it?
Is it?
See, a lot of trouble down this way, and my friends and I, we're trying to sort of fund a road improvement project, so we'll need the toll, of course, and that's, if we can't convince you to go any other way.
Oh, well, we
how
don't
much is
have to
that?
take the road. We could just,
Oh, but it's like for the road improvement. That's like good. It like benefits the community,
Didn't even have to roll a deception for Brandon. I love it.
My feet don't touch the ground. I don't need the road. I don't contribute to its detriment, so I'm not going to contribute to its improvement.
Because, girl, she a hard sell, so you can keep trying.
One of the goblins sort of pipes up and says, "Well, that doesn't sound particularly civic-minded." And Colin says, "Oh, hush."
I mean, he's not wrong.
Colin turns back around and says, "Oh, well, you see, it's a bit more complicated than that. You see, we're taking over. Okay, I did it right. He's going to do it wrong, though. We're sort of taking care of, there we go, this whole area. So, it's not a large toll. It's just 15 gold a person. That is an outrageous sum of money."
I beg your pardon.
He says, "Well, if all 6, 7, 8, if all of you are going, I suppose we could discount it to 12.
Oh, 12 for all of us. Lovely. Lovely. That sounds brilliant.
Sorry, 12. Make a, I don't know, persuasion, but it's not really. It's sort of to catch him in the wordplay of it, but we'll take, I feel like probably good at persuasion.
It's a 13.
Thank you to Quosim for the $30 Wheel of Impressions donation. Hey, Herb, I'm gonna need you to be a Valley girl for the next couple of moments.
Wouldn't be
Oh
happier.
my gosh.
Oh my god, we're like gonna
Simply-
be
Okay.
like besties.
I love it. Apparently, we're all doing it. I love it. He says, 12. Well, I didn't. Hank, I didn't mean.
What else? Like, it's not like we were going to actually pay it or anything. I was just messing with you. We're going to go now, if that's all right, okay?
That is enough for Colin to be like, "Oh no, can't allow it." And the whole group of them sort of spread out in a line, blocking the road and a little ways on either side of the road.
Like, oh my god, they got information, y'all.
Oh,
Like, Sylvester, when did you get so articulate?
Oh my god.
I've like never heard you so.
There's so many layers. There's so many layers.
Murdered.
Oh, okay. Sylvester literally does not know what you're talking about because
Great.
Sylvester has not even processed that they have changed anything.
I love it. The human and the elf, I love it. The human and the elf unlimber some weapons from their belts and backs and such, and sort of scowl at the group of you.
Oh.
Oh, are we about to pregame? Hell yes.
Oh, like I pre-gamed before we left the. Oh, were we? I mean, I brought enough for all y'all. I mean, oh, you mean the other kind of? Oh,
Yeah. Brandon is gonna like kind of lean in and scritch Rald under his little chin and be like, "Hey, I think like there might be some trouble, so you might like get big." And he's gonna hold out his arm.
Whoa.
And it's gonna I choose you Pikachu run down his arm and leap, and I'm gonna expend a spell slot, and there is a full medium-sized dragon standing beside us now.
Oh my gosh.
A lot to take in for this group.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think they sort of, as one, take a step back. They don't break formation, but they do take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
Jiminy Crickets.
Colin is the first to recover himself, and he says, "It's nice pet you got there, but we still can't." And we still can't let you pass.
You might have to talk to him.
Colin looks at the dragon, the medium-sized dragon, and says, "I think I'd rather talk to you."
Oh, but
like,
he's kind
I
of in
actually
charge.
think I would go with the dragon. I'm just gonna say. Because like we have somewhere to be, and we're gonna be here all night if we don't figure this out.
The elf walks over and whispers something to Colin, and then goes back to her place in the formation. And Colin sort of nods, and then also unlimbers his weapon, and then just stands there, sort of stoically, his eyes like every few seconds flicking over to the dragon.
Scritch's side.
Are you quite sure you don't want to let us go past? We would be quite amenable to that if it were, you seem community-minded, very civic-minded, and we are going on to do nice things for people in town. You see, so you should just let us, pass without wondering why we have not paid you any money.
The goblin that spoke up earlier speaks up again and says, well, what sort of good things for the town? Where did you all say you were going?
We are going to an HOA meeting, Houses of Avalon, and and while we are there, we are going to be discussing very important things. It's a little bit boring, honestly. That's why we donate our time.
You see this goblin sort of eyeing each of you up and down, and finally he says, y'all sure are dressed up for a meeting, even if it is in Avalon.
My mother always told me to look my best all the time.
That's true. Are you wearing clean underpants, young man?
Are you asking the goblin?
Mhm.
I think he has to check, but then he does say yes.
Looking your best is important, whatever that might seem to you.
I will let you, Iredi, make me a persuasion check, but for reasons, it does need to be a disadvantage.
Well, that first one was not great.
So many twos.
Yikes.
All right, well, fuck it. 2 2s.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
you know what?
Jimmy, this whole time, like, Iredi, if you hadn't been standing right next to him, you might have missed it. Like, the first sign of trouble, bolted to a bush just off the side of the road, and very quickly and quietly, like, hid himself in there.
Good strat.
Yeah. At
Respect.
this point, you hear as you say what you've said, right? But apparently not terribly effectively. You all hear sort of a "oh no" coming from the bush. As
bush
this,
talking?
as Colin finally, oh God, Brandon, as Colin finally says, "All right, enough. We can't let them through, folks. We've got to stop them." And I do think now it is time to roll initiative.
Okay.
God.
Snap.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Bumpkins don't know what they're getting into.
Oh wait, did you want us to be rolling in D&D Beyond, or is
You
it
don't
okay
have
if that?
to. I
okay.
am totally fine with physical dice, wherever you are most comfortable.
I,
Oh, no,
I
wait,
forgot
don't
to
trust that one.
ask.
I don't mind at all. If it is in there, I can see it, which is great, because then I can make fun of you before you tell us. What it is, but- all right. Can I please have... Oops. That's not what I meant to do.
this is a-
Bluebell,
this is
what'd
a-
you get?
This is
I got a
check, so we-
15.
15.
This is technically a dexterity check, so we get to add our bless.
So Bless does not apply to
Oh, it does
ability
not?
checks, only attack rolls and saving
Attack roll.
throws.
My bad. Thank you.
Yeah. Guan, what'd you get?
16.
16. Brandon, what'd you get?
I got a dirty 20, and I like
Hell
this
yeah.
dice.
Oh.
You're ready.
That's a 5.
A 5. That's all right. You're busy. I'm not sure with what. We'll find out. Sylvester, what'd you get?
Push.
14.
14. All right. I love it. Let's start this thing. Okay, Brandon, you with your dirty 20. You are up first.
Okay, so like, he's just gonna stand there and be like, so I'm picking up some really hostile vibes, and this is like not the way that civic duty should be done. Like, you shouldn't threaten people into donating for the good of things. So, and just gonna walk up to the head guy.
Yeah, Colin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to Colin, and I'm gonna bop him,
Bop him.
as David would say, bop it.
Twist it. Pull it.
Oh, I can't find it because I'm on the wrong page. So that is another dirty 20 with a short
Ooh.
sword.
That will
Dang.
do. That'll hit him.
Okay. I'm gonna roll these in D&D because
Okay, great.
so that's 10 damage, and
Heck
then
yeah.
the next one's a 15.
15 does not hit. It clangs off of the little armor
Oh,
that he's
Wait,
got.
wait! I forgot
bits
to
of
add
armor.
my bless.
Oh, you're blessed.
Oh, let's go.
that makes it a
Heck yeah.
19.
19 is plenty.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, second short sword, that's 8 damage.
Ooh, 8 more.
And then, hold on, I gotta remember how to do Rald's action.
Sure.
Because the dragon then gets to.
Yeah, of
I
course.
use my bonus action
Right, to command. Okay.
to tell him to do a thing, which is pretty cool. You take a bonus action on your turn to command it. That's great.
So
Where's
good.
my stat block, please?
I think if you're low on BDB1, might be in your extras tab. Might have his stat block.
I'm on
No.
creatures and traits, which it feels like it should be.
Let's see. What's
Sorry.
the feature? Drake Companion. No, you're good. Oh yeah, if you click on Drake Companion, it'll pop up a sidebar, and then you can
Oh.
scroll a little, and there's
Great.
your stat block.
Hey, thanks. I didn't click the thing that
Yeah, I
should.
know.
You know? Okay. So he's gonna do a bite. Okay, so that's not gonna work because that's
Okay.
only 14 to hit.
Yeah, still, it's plenty intimidating, right? That the dragon
Yeah.
entered the fray at all. So like, might have
Yeah.
missed, but you still get a reaction for certain.
Yeah, and so like he's just kind of standing up, like right up in his face, and just
Yeah.
like being a dragon, you know?
Yeah,
And
that's
he like
a lot.
snaps, and is like grr.
Which is about the extent of it, but hey, it's effective. Colin seems to be, as you attack him, Brandon, you get the sense Colin is no slouch in terms of like physicality and combat department. He takes your damage on the chin. Your shorts, I mean, not literally. Something chin would be gone with 18 points damage. But all right, Brandon and friend are done. The elf woman sees this happening and steps up. Tell me, what does your dragon friend have a color associated with them?
Yeah, so like if you look really close at the base of the scales, they're
Uh-huh.
like black, but there's kind of this green oil slick iridescence all over him.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Great. So the elf pulls out a scimitar that she sort of snaps and it bursts into flame. And she, without any sort of running start, she leaps straight up into the air about 10 or 12 feet and lands right in between the two of you, Brandon and I'm sorry, tell me the dragon's name again.
Rald.
Rald lands right between Brandon and Rald, and as she lands, whoosh, the ground sort of explodes in a bit of fire underneath her when she lands, and each of you are going to take 3 fire damage as
Okay.
she lands by you. Then she goes after you with her fire scimitars. She's going to spin to you with the first attack, Brandon, and that is an 18 to hit you.
That does not hit.
Okay, so she'd sort of even with the heat of the weapon, it sort of clangs off of your armor and armor, yes, or
Yeah.
yeah,
Leather jerkin,
and
but chainmail underneath.
heck yes, yeah, wasn't expecting it, right?
Yeah.
She spins. She's not put off at all. She spins and attacks, and does does a 12 hit? Does a 12 hit?
No.
No, okay. So
No.
she seems a bit put out at that one, but it is what it is. That is her turn, and that brings us to Guan.
All right. So Guan first is gonna call out to Deer and say, protect our friend, and like point nebulously towards where he thinks Jimmy is.
No.
And then he's gonna run up to the elf lady.
Yeah.
And he's gonna say, "I've got your back, Brandon." And to the elf, he's gonna say, "Hey, 2-on-1 isn't fair." So Guan is gonna start swinging a little flail at the elf lady.
Heck yeah, swing away.
All right, the first one is gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll
my
clobber
God.
her real good.
All right. That'll be a total of 9 damage.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, she is looking at Rald and Brandon and is not ready for your flail.
Ah, let's go. And then I'll take my extra attack
Heck yeah.
again at the elf lady for another 21 to
Oh,
hit.
crap.
Goodness.
Yeah, this time she is looking right at you and it still smacks her.
Bring it on. Nothing will keep us from our seeds, our beans, and nuts.
God bless.
5
It's
It's
damage.
longer every time.
I know, as the list just continues to increase. I love it. Now she is clearly like a skilled, like finesse fighter. She's a little less chonky than Colin. So that was a significant blow, or those were significant blows to her. I love it. Anything else, Guan? Bonus action, anything?
Nope, that'll be it for
All
Guan.
right, that brings us to Bluebell. Sylvester, you are on deck.
You know, Colin, you're looking a little drab for someone who has so much money in that pouch of yours. Here, let's add some sparkle to your outfit. And she's gonna blow a kiss and, like, not out of her mouth, but kind of in the direction of her breath. These moths that are like pouring glitter everywhere come out. And she's
Yes.
gonna cast Infestation. And
yes.
Colin is going to be absolutely engulfed in glitter pouring moths.
An infestation of glitter moths is my dream, actually. That's a con save, I believe.
I believe so. Yes. Hold on. I clicked out of my character sheet.
Also, that's
yes.
not correct. Okay. You know what? We'll keep the die. Let me just make sure. I don't think he's got that high a con modifier. No, yeah, that's a 7 to save.
Sweet. He fails. So
Yeah.
that wasn't a whole lot of damage. That's
Listen,
3
every little
damage
bit counts.
total.
Hey. Also, they're glitter moths, so like he's
Yeah.
gonna remember this regardless.
Yeah.
That glitter's going to be on him forever.
He's gonna find glitter in his
Forever.
underwear like 5
Yeah.
years from now.
Right, yeah.
Be like,
His underwear
"Oh,
is
that
no
man."
longer clean.
Not this one. Anything else, Bluebell?
I don't think I can do anything else since I didn't use a weapon attack. So,
Alrighty.
actually, no, I am going to use my bonus action to. I'm going to hide. I think I'm going to hide
Oh.
behind. I think I'm going to hide behind our dragon friend.
I like it. I like it. Wait, Rald, right? Not Sylvester.
Yes. Sorry, Rald.
Just checking. Yeah. Okay. Great. Make me a stealth check.
Okay. Let's see. What is my Oh, that's a 23.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just sort of slip into a shadow. You know, one of the torches is sort of laying out a shadow that you fit perfectly in, and just manage to sort of crouch there, out of view of the rest of the folks. Okay, the two goblins are up next, and the that's good to know, and that's also good to know. So the first one is going to begin to sort of chant and reach into their pouch, and they pull out this jar of what looks like black smoke, and they're chanting, and the jar begins to glow, and they open up the jar and sort of throw it in the direction of the back of this group, so where currently Iredi and Jimmy's bush are, and as it lands, it shatters. God, I heard it too late. I'm so sorry. And as it shatters, the smoke sort of comes swirling out, and this 10-foot sphere area is engulfed in this black smoke and is completely dark. Iredi, do you happen to have the Devil's Sight invocation? I couldn't hear you, my love. I'm sorry.
No, I do not.
Okay, then you cannot see through it, even with your dark vision, if you have dark vision, although I don't remember if Asmar's true or not. But anyway, you are completely enshrouded in darkness. The rest of you see this happen, but it's a little bit behind most of you. Oh, I guess. Anyway, you all can also, so you see that happen, and then the other goblin takes off running, manages to sort of weave between Brandon and Guan and Bluebell and Rold without incurring attacks of opportunity, very nimbly, runs into the darkness. And Iredi, would you make me please a perception check with disadvantage?
Okay, that first one wasn't so bad.
Well, that first one was very good, and surprise alert, this one rolled very bad. Oh my god, did you roll? Wait.
I got a dirty
two
20 and a 21.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you absolutely feel, you can't see, but you absolutely feel something coming over to you and reaching into your pocket. And it happens to be the pocket where you slipped the wax seal, for whatever that's worth, but slipping into your pocket and then slipping back out very quickly. That is the end of that turn, and we are up to Sylvester.
Oh, who's left? Like, we have Colin and
Colin,
then
the human, and the elf.
human.
The human hasn't done anything yet either.
Okay. The goblin that threw the magical attack, are they still there?
Oh yes, they're also still there. They did not run into the darkness. So yes,
Okay.
that goblin is also still there.
Ooh, this is tough, but I think Sylvester thinks, I think Sylvester's gonna attack the goblin that threw the darkness, hoping, because he's super smart, that maybe that'll make the thing go away.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
whatever.
you're a fifth level adventurer. You know what a concentration spell is.
So is gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. Oh, sorry, because this is for a civic road, civic improvement plan. It's more like disestablishmentarianism whispers.
Nightmare.
And that for them would be a Wisdom save DC 15.
How's that 8?
I think that's lower.
Yeah,
wait,
than the
Brandon,
number that
can
you
you
said.
help me out here?
No.
You know what? I asked too much. Brandon. It's okay.
I've got 2 horns and 2 tusks.
Mhm.
God.
Yeah, just you know what? I'm gonna just do this while you work that out. It's all good. So that's gonna be 9 points of psychic damage, as like these kind of, like, you can see glowing tendrils come from Sylvester's mouth, and you can see him kind of mouthing things, but nothing. You all can't really hear anything, but that goblin can.
Yeah, that goblin clutches their ears. And Dissonant Whispers, also, they've got to take off running, right?
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot to read the rest of the spell. Yes.
I got you. This is another reason I
they-
pick 5th level characters, because I know the 1st through 3rd level spells really well.
They must move as far as its speed allows away from moi.
All right, it takes off, and it doesn't just go 30 feet away from you down the road. It goes 10 feet to the side of the road and then 10 feet up a tree nearby.
Oh.
And as it does, that darkness does vanish. As you had hoped. Iredi, you see, by the time this happens, whatever happened has already happened, but you see a goblin standing right next to you, tucking something, looking very surprised and almost a little hesitant, and putting something in her pouch.
Do I have a reaction?
Yes.
I
That
hellish
sounds fun.
I hellish rebuke this goblin.
Absolutely you do.
Damn.
Dave?
I think it's a dex save to
Got
not
it.
get this damage I have.
You got it.
Oh, dang.
Oh no, that's bad. How about a 9?
Oh
No.
Right? Tell me more.
So I hellish rebuke this goblin. I believe that is 18 fire damage.
Oh.
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 So,
And Reddy is surprised and is like, "Eh," and sees it and just
so
like,
as the goblin just erupts in flame and begins screaming. But as they do, she pulls the wax seal that obviously was what she took from your pocket, pulls it out. It has already begun to melt in her flaming hands, and she throws it at Colin. What is left of it at Colin.
if you wanted to come, you could have just asked.
Incredible. It is now finally Colin's turn, and this hot melted, half melted wax seal glob sort of hits him in the forehead, right? And he reaches up and pulls it down, looks at it, looks back up at you all, looks over at his goblin friend, who is ashes and is defeated, and just takes a deep breath and says, "Oh, we've really cocked this one up." And gives a nod to the rest of this group. And as one, they all turn and run. And he says to you, before he runs, Colin turns to you all, and before he leaves, he says, "Listen, I'm so sorry. This is the opposite of what I intend. I'm so sorry," and runs off.
Are we just gonna let him get away with that?
You all are welcome to give chase if you would like. Yes.
Can I just
There's
have
some-
like Roald run after them and just be like, "Bah!" and Brandon, and
Was-
don't do it again. That's not cool. That's
Sylvester
not
was
how you
about to
collect
also.
funds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Sylvester was out to be like, "Where are y'all going?" Like, but hearing Colin say that, like, did that seem like actual contrition? Like
Yeah,
for real?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah.
Anybody can.
I just
Okay.
Nobody
don't
has
do
to.
it for
Sylvester will have
fun.
no. Oh wait, I'm going to use a reroll because that was a 1.
Oh, very good.
So,
Yes.
No.
I got
If
an
you're a
8.
1, 2, I'm leaving. Okay, yeah, that's a 26.
Okay, great.
Ooh.
I hate these dice.
All right, 26 for Sylvester. Would anyone else like to roll? Who else? Yeah, tell me.
I got an 8.
So proud of you.
I got a 6.
Also proud.
What kind of roll is this?
Insight, if you would like. Oh, you know what? Iredi, if you do it, since you were so close to the goblin as well, you can have advantage.
Yay. That was a 13. I feel like that's not the
Okay.
best.
Yeah. Guan, how'd you do?
Blonde's got a 10.
Love it.
The real question is, does
14.
Deer get to roll?
Um,
I feel like
Deer
Deer
has
has
a-
more sense.
Deer
than
has
any
a
of us.
rich internal life, which he chooses to share with almost no one, almost ever.
Yeah. Blonde's been trying to crack that shell for
Yeah.
years.
Aw,
Exactly.
bless.
Exactly. Iredi, you get the sense that something very strange just happened. It was not at all the reaction that you would have expected from, as far as you can tell, a fairly worthless, right? Nice looking, but fairly worthless piece of wax. Sylvester, 26. That man fucked up real bad and knows it and feels horrible. And some of it is probably because his friend died, but some of it is also because he was very, very contrite for having threatened you all.
Yeah.
I think we should probably get going, but I don't. Maybe they were looking for somebody else that wasn't us. Maybe they meant to attack. Jimbo, you still there? Y'all know them? Were they here for you?
No, I didn't recognize them. Sorry, are they gone? The bush shakes and says.
Yeah. Come on.
Sort of comes out. He's got sticks in his hair and looks like he might have put a few of them there to disguise himself better in the bush, maybe.
I respect.
And he sees a full-size dragon.
Oh, he goes back in the bush. Yeah, that's great. No, he'll come back out, and he will say, "Sorry, no, I didn't actually recognize them at all. You're all quite proficient at that, aren't you? Sorry, but no, I didn't recognize them. They're certainly not from our town."
Part of the civil engineering group.
I suppose that's possible.
Maybe since they did so much work for the community to make this road good and available, perhaps we should use the road and continue on our way?
If they're civil engineers, then like they did it wrong, but that's still not. Hold on, and Brandon's gonna go over and pull out his own special brew of good berries, but it's a goodest berry, and just like put it in the goblin's mouth and kind of like it, and be like, now don't do it again. And okay, now we can go.
I love it.
Sorry.
Wait, which goblin did you put in the?
One that got burnt to a crisp.
The one that is 50-50 ash and charred bone.
Okay, that's.
It's okay. I said sorry. Okay, so you all can continue down the road. Jimmy at this point says, right, well, I feel somewhat vindicated, I think, for having asked for your escort. I do sort of wish that I was continuing on with you, but if I don't deal with this and get home to my wife before too much longer, I really am going to need protection. So I'm going to go this way. Lovely woman. It's just that she told me to do this 3 days ago and I haven't done it yet. I'm going to go this way.
We won't tell anyone that you needed a paid escort to take you out into the woods.
Well, I mean, if it's a marketing thing for you all, I suppose you're welcome. But just, you know how it is.
Paid escort, remember.
Right. Paid escort. Yes, I'll be sure and put that in my next wanted ad. Anyway, I'm going this way. Good luck and good luck with your seeds. Jimmy heads off. You all head off in the other direction and continue your trek to this mysterious party, which is becoming quite a problem to get to, apparently. And we'll find out what happens next on your little journey. But I believe first we're going to take a little halfway break.
Yes.
But before we
We're gonna
go to the
draw some
halfway break,
prizes.
Heck yes.
we need to give away some pins from Paolus Pixels. So we
Yeah.
have lots of folks who have entered. And of course, you switched me to not the screen that I need.
Never. I mean, always.
So much.
Whichever is worse.
Okay. So I'm going to click the roll it. Oh, come on. Do the thing. Do the thing. Why are you not doing that? I have it's on. Okay, if we close it, now can we roll it? Give me the thing. Waiting for a draw. Draw entrance. Seeker 30K, are you here?
Yeah.
We have Seeker 30K in chat.
Woo woo!
Seeker 30K.
I know they're there. They
Came
just
over
said
with the
something.
raid. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yay, congratulations!
Yeah.
Seeker 30K, I do not have the thing for you at this exact moment. However, I have your info. We will be reaching out to you after the session to set you up. You have won a bag of holding mini pin set from Paolus Pixels.
Hooray!
Hang out in chat. We are about to start a new giveaway, which will be for founder pack and 2 I can verb. Gosh dang it! I just saw it. Freaking saw it. 3 packs from Idle Champions, including a founder pack. So you will put Idle Champs in the thing, and we will draw that when we get back from break. So go stretch your legs, get some water, do the things that you need to do to make you a happy, healthy human, and we will see you shortly.
Welcome back, everyone, to Magnificent Pride. We are in the middle of a fantastic D&D game, if I do say so myself. This table is outstanding. Thank you so much to Chaotic Wholesome for hosting this event. Thank you to Jason, aka Domo Jason or Domo Came, for the graphics. Thank you to our sponsors. We've got Idle Champions today. We have got Critical Hit Cookies today, and we have got Powerless Pixels as well. Please stick around toward the end. We are going to be giving away a $25 gift certificate to Critical Hit Cookies, as well as a $50 gift certificate to Powerless Pixels. And right now, we are about to give away a fantastic chest of delicious goodies. And I know you're saying delicious goodies, isn't that Critical Hit Cookies? No, it's the Founder Pack and 2 starter packs to Idle Champions. That is like some serious fucking swag if you play that game. So please, I hope that you have gotten your entries in. Kay, I think
Yes.
without further ado, you're going to go ahead and
Yes.
present. Oh, slight
Yes.
reminder, we are raising money for Black and Pink. You can see all of the goodies that you can redeem up on the screen in one of those locations.
Yes, enter Idle Champs now because you're gonna want the code so that you can play the characters of Herb and Eugenio in the game.
Yes,
You're
in their
gonna
rainbow
you're gonna need
skins.
them with their pride
It
skins.
is a good
So
skin. Yeah.
and we are doing the drawing in 3, 2, oh, there we go. Pushing the button. Mimics and Misfits.
Maddie,
Yeah!
Dear
Yay!
friend of the channel.
Thank you. Also, y'all, we have raised $820, my friends.
Oh my
Okay, we are
gosh.
getting dangerously close to $1,000. Please keep up the good work. We really appreciate it. Black and Pink appreciates it. We are helping queer and trans LGBTQIA people, plus people that are Black and brown, who are incarcerated or formerly incarcerated, find that freedom, and doing some major overhauls to our prison system here in America. So thank you so much to everybody who's donated and continues to do so. I think
And
with
with
that,
Our,
we're going
our
back.
what? Real quick, our next giveaway is open. You can enter cookies
Ooh.
in the chat to get you a gift card to Critical Hit Cookies, and they are
Do it.
delicious. They saved my
So
life
good.
at PAX
Oh my
Unplugged.
God.
They gave me energy. And
Yeah.
thank you again to Critical Hit Cookies for donating $125 towards our Tiltify. So,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And with that, I'm done.
Oh, and now back to Eugenio.
All right. So, at the beginning of your journey, it took you all a while to get out of town. It then took you all a while to get down the road as you ran into a group of ruffians, brigands, who's to say you. Well, one of you burned one of them to a crisp. Something strange happened. Colin, their leader, realized they'd made some sort of terrible mistake for some reason, and they all just took off running. You parted ways with Jimmy Pearseed and continued on down the road. As expected, the trip is not quick. It's not forever, but you've been going now several hours. We're doing a little jump, and you've now been on the road for some time. There have been no other problems. You've passed a few people on the road here and there. The road's not completely deserted, but no one has really questioned where you're headed. You've gotten a few double take looks because you all are, well, now you're well dressed and somewhat battle dusty, unless you've prestidigitated, which I'm sure some of you have. Yeah, I know. And you, as far as you can tell, you should be hopefully within about an hour of the location that the invitation said the party should be. And you find yourselves, at the edge of a dark forest. The Cursed Forest is how it is known in your hometown. None of you have been through here. Most of your adventures have taken you sort of in the opposite direction here. And as you approach, you've still got a bit of distance between you and the edge of the forest. And can I have everyone make perception checks, please? I'm going to find where my D&D Beyond tab is. Here we go. All right.
Cursed with these twos.
Ooh, these twos, Sylvester. What's that add up to?
7.
7. Okay, Guan.
18.
Okay, you ready?
6.
Bluebell.
I critically failed, and I'm gonna say it's because
I want to know.
Bluebell is looking at Guan's hair and being like, Have you ever thought about doing like glitter highlights? I could totally like add some sparkle. It would shine so much.
You really think I could pull it off?
Oh, I know you could. You would look so fantastic.
Yeah, sign me up. I'm
Okay.
down.
I think that like so the reason that she critically fails is she is putting some sparkle streaks
Yes.
in Juan's hair.
Perfection. Brandon, what did you get?
Well, I got a 19,
Okay.
but I have
Oh,
an
no.
unrelated question for the
I-
GM that's
I'm s-
very important.
I can't wait. Yes,
This is not going to go where you think it's gonna, but
I
it's
don't
just
think
as
it's
good.
going anywhere. I know
The
better.
Lurking Rider just donated $20 and wants to give a reroll to Deer if that's allowed.
It's absolutely allowed. I will make sure that Deer has some kind of role before the end of the night. I don't know what
This
it's
is
going to
just
be.
This is just Deer's story. We're just like a
Tubular.
side
We're along for the
characters
ride,
in Deer's
man.
story.
I love it. I love it. All right, Guan and Sylvester, the two of you notice something sort of on the either somewhere deep in the forest or maybe even on the other side of the forest. And it starts because you can see what look like maybe little flashes of light in the sky. Some of them colored light. It's hard to really see it, but there's definitely something going on either in or on the other side of the forest, which is in the direction of this party. And then as you both sort of take that in, you can also hear what sounds like voices and maybe music. You're both pretty sure that at this point you can hear and maybe even a little bit see the signs of this apparently very secret party. So the good news is you're on the right track. The bad news is if you try and go around the woods to get to it, you're gonna be more than fashionably late. Going through seems like the quickest way to get you to this party. But of course, entirely up to you all. Welcome back. What are you doing?
Yeah, I want to be on time to show off, and Guan is going to do a little hair flip to show off the highlights from Bluebell.
Give me a performance check.
Not
All right, let's
on
go.
on time though. Like, I mean, like not
No,
on
no.
time.
No, you will be appropriately late if you go
Thank
through
you.
the forest. Yeah, you're welcome.
I got a 7.
Oh, that gets stuck in your mouth. The hair gets
Oh,
caught in
no.
your mouth. It's just sort of
Oh.
smeared across your face as you flip it. It doesn't really
Ooh.
flip.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to this yet.
It does cause it to weigh just a little bit more here. I'll help.
Not,
Thank you,
Not the wet
thank
look
you,
we were
I
going for.
appreciate
No.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, he did bless me.
Yeah, that wore off some time ago.
I know, but he did.
He did, right, at one point.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do we want to walk through? Or are we gonna be like sneaky? Like, what are we? Oh, Rald, you should probably get small again. And for those, those rule keepers, the GM has allowed me to
Oh,
have my
yes.
dragon like shape change so we can hang out on my shoulders because it's much more fun to have a small, obnoxious baby dragon than no dragon until he's big and fighting things.
Giant dragon,
Rules.
yeah.
In D&D, ew.
Like, if you
What
can
are
have a
those?
dragon, you should like have a dragon. Like you don't have a dragon sometimes and not others. If you could have a dragon all the time, you have a dragon.
So,
I mean, we've already right, the end is anyone around us? Like Sylvester looks around to see if anyone's around us.
make a perception check again.
Oh, boo.
You missed the last one. Maybe you'll hit this one.
18.
Okay, so actually, yes.
Oh no.
There is. There is, right at the edge of the tree line of the cursed forest, there is what looks like a little, that I cannot tell you, that scared the daylights out of me.
I'm so
And
sorry.
No, it's absolutely fine. I have never met your dog, but I adore them. But the way that I just forced myself to keep talking as my blood ran cold in my veins.
My neighbor was outside smoking on her porch and she just went back inside, and that makes him real angry.
Oh.
Oh, that
Okay.
fit right in with the mood. It really did.
It really did. It was ready. You know what?
I
In
heard
fact, I'm going to
something in the
change who's
woods.
over there. No, I'm not. So right on the right at the tree line, almost like it's dark, right? But almost like camouflaged is this little wooden, think like Lucy's Doctor Is In stand, right? It's not that, right? But it's about like that. Like it's very haphazardly built wooden plank, like, I don't know, stall booth. And just barely visible over the counter is a little kobold who has not really moved. Sylvester, you just see them back there, but they don't seem to be paying any attention to you.
Okay, because yeah, Sylvester was kind of pointing through the forest overhead where they and Guan saw it. It's like, oh, well, it seems like we should just cut through the forest to get to the
Yeah.
Hi? Sorry, no.
Well, hold on. Let's see. Let's do it this way. The kobold. Oh, okay. So the kobold perks up and looks over, but has no reason to think, at least not yet, that you are talking to him. So he just sort of, you see him pop up, like maybe he's like stood on a step stool or something now, because he is more visible over the edge of the counter and sort of notices you all, but doesn't say anything.
Yeah, we have
Oh.
small company.
He sees you, Brandon, waving, and tentatively unsure, waves back.
Waves again.
Great. So does the kobold.
You know him, Brandon.
Why Brandon's
your
our
friend?
personality hire.
Yeah.
No, he seems nice. Hi! And just start walking
I'm gonna
towards him.
say this is gonna go all night if one of you doesn't say something. So.
Yeah.
Hello.
As you come up, you really see it's just a wooden stand. You don't see he's not selling anything. He's not advertising any. It's just this little stall. And as you walk up, Brandon, he says, well, hi.
Hi!
Hi.
Are you like giving advice?
Oh, I suppose you could say that, maybe, for some people.
Cool.
What are you
What
doing?
got?
Well,
Oh,
that depends entirely.
We're walking.
Oh,
and
that's
going
good.
places.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone else is really sparkly.
He kind of looks back and like, I don't know, the moon moves out from behind a cloud and you all just glimmer in the
We are a
moonlight.
very sparkly party.
Yeah. Oh, you sure do. His eyes kind of narrow. Where are you going?
Seeds.
Yeah, the seeds, beans, nuts, and berries convention.
Oh, is that happening nearby?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, okay. Good luck.
Thanks.
Why are you just standing here?
Oh, because it's a good spot. Oh, that I just rolled a 4. No inside check required. That is kind of evading the truth.
I mean,
He seems
this
a bit
is a great
fidgety.
part of the woods.
For
Really
what,
nice.
though? For what? What manner of things are you doing with this stand here?
There's, yep, look at it sort of pats the stand and it sort of wobbles precariously. Yep, I put this up today just to practice and because and looks at you, Brendan, give advice
Huh.
Ooh,
to some
are
people.
you a shaman of some kind?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like some
I'm
advice.
convinced, sir.
Oh. That's okay.
I don't get advice.
Is it okay? I don't think it's okay. Just let me say what he's doing. This is very suspicious.
My advice to you is get seeds.
We're already doing that.
Oh, well, that's great news. He is looking more and more squirrely and uncomfortable the longer this conversation goes on.
Already throws her hands up. She is not here for this at all.
I
She
love
is
it.
so annoyed.
I love
And
it.
she just like walks behind everyone and is just like, I give up. I don't know what else to do. I'm being perfectly nice, very civil, in fact. And I'm trying to take an interest in this kobold's adventures, and he does not seem to give one hoot, and I am going to move away.
Okay, I think I found the moment. Deer is gonna walk over to this kobold and is gonna stare this kobold in the eyes and just give a single. And Guan, would you,
Yes.
or Matt, I guess, would you please roll a charisma check at a +0, and you can
Okay.
have advantage. What was it, a reroll or advantage, or what was it that we bought for?
Yeah, it was reroll event. Yes, sure.
Okay,
yes.
great. Roll it
yes.
with advantage.
All right. Let's go.
For deer, you will bend the rules.
Absolutely.
So the first roll was a 3, so
Good, I'm glad we
I'm
have advantage.
banking on the advantage.
Yeah.
yes.
That's another 3.
I was gonna go ahead and be like, you know what? That's not fair. Deer definitely has a positive charisma modifier, but I don't know that it's gonna matter with a 3. Okay, well, so
Trying
Deer
to be
does that.
intimidating, but the kobold is just in love.
Yeah, so the Deer comes over, right? And the kobold looks a little taken aback, and then sort of gently reaches forward for Deer's face and blows back into Deer's nostrils.
Oh.
Also does not reveal anything more.
Aw.
Just now is having a moment with your summoned steed.
Oh, do you want to do that?
No.
Yeah, Rald's like, no. What does Rald do? Rald tucks his nostrils under his wing a little bit.
Okay.
Is this a familiar kissing booth? What is happening out here next to the cursed woods?
The two of them now have finished their little moment. Deer is walking back towards you, Guan, but you definitely notice that Deer keeps sort of throwing glances back at the kobold.
Oh. You want their contact information?
Yeah, like I think Deer nods.
Oh, all right. You know what? I know it. I get a little shy too.
And Guan is gonna walk up to
Okay.
the kobold and say, I'm sorry, my friend over there thinks you're cute, and
Me? Oh goodness, we just met. Oh, okay.
yeah, he's a little shy, so I just wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're interested, then
Oh.
maybe you could set something up.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that sounds nice. If that's if they're into, yeah.
Yeah. So are you here often?
Literally just asked
I'm
that.
here often.
Okay.
Yeah. He says, well, no, like maybe like once a year.
Is there a place where you are often, just so you guys can link up?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Where is the seed place that you all are going?
And
That
Guan,
way.
Okay. Guan, what? Brandon
Guan-
points.
here, like I'd say Guan will like hear Brandon and then yeah, over there. And let me be honest with you.
Oh.
Since
Okay.
I feel like we might be able to make a connection here. I think I can trust you. We're not going to the Seed Bean Nuts and Berries convention.
Oh.
We're not. Not
Oh.
this time at least. Maybe sometime in the future. I've heard it's beautiful.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to miss that. Yeah.
Right. But we've been invited to a party.
This little kobold lights up, scrambles underneath his little booth or whatever, and pops up with a scroll of rolled up parchment. And he says, "Oh, great. Don't worry about it. We'll exchange contact information later." Here, shoves the rolled up parchment at you, Guan. And as soon as you have it, he just like kicks his little stand. It all sort of falls apart and collapses, and he takes off into the woods.
Is
Work on
it-
the structural integrity of and
Kind of shoddy work to begin with, let's be honest.
Brandon like kneels down and starts trying to like put pieces back together.
Brandon, we didn't repair the road. We're not repairing the stand. Just no.
It's not worth breaking a nail for.
My nails were really hard to break.
Oh, you know what? Good for you.
Took him
Well,
trying
good
to
for
take
you.
for manicure once, and it was an all-day affair. Like, had to get out a whole file, and that's why Jimmy Paraseed knows us, because he was building all these things for the. It's a whole other manicure beach episode story. It's fine.
Perfect.
Juan is gonna like walk over to Deer and just be like super sad. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know how you're gonna get in touch with them again.
Deer is doing his best. Maintain a calm demeanor. His great big elk eyes are a little shinier than usual.
Look, there are other kobolds in the forest. Don't worry.
And he starts walking towards the forest, in fact. Not like he's not going to go in without you, but like sets off at a stately pace.
We just have to remember to come back next year so we can make that connection.
Yeah. In a year. They did give me this.
Oh, what's to say?
What's that?
So you unroll it, and it's a map, actually. And it looks like it's a map through the woods.
Oh.
Perfect.
Love conquers terrain. Let's go.
Yeah. And into the woods you can go. It's already nighttime, but crossing the threshold into the woods themselves and under the canopy of trees is a big shift. And as you all begin to walk in, each of you hears whispering and soft cries, perhaps a sob. But anytime you turn to look in the direction that you hear something coming from, there's nothing there, but maybe a swirl of mist in the darkness. And can I have everyone please make me wisdom saving throws?
Oh no.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, these are
Oh my god.
these are some
Dice.
single digits that I'm seeing. You ready?
I got a +6.
You sure do. What'd you get?
I got a 7.
You sure did. Ooh, Guan
I also got a natural one.
and Sylvester.
A
We
natural
have
one.
3 natural ones so far. Brandon
I got a 7.
and Bluebell.
I got a 15.
Blessing.
Thank God.
The only one
Bluebell.
unaffected by the meet cute. Bluebell's just like,
Bluebell, you are riding high on the love that you saw spark between that summoned steed, that summoned elk named Deer, and that kobold whose name you never got. You're loving love, and so these whispers don't affect you. Everyone else in the party, and you do notice this, Bluebell, everyone else in the party, mechanically, need you all to take a level of exhaustion. And the reason is that these whispers and cries and sobs begin to clarify into voices. And whatever, each of you hears something different, and whatever it is speaks to your greatest insecurity, perhaps your greatest fear. And it doesn't have to be, and for some of you, I think it probably isn't anything earth-shattering, but it is all so very personal. And whatever it is that these voices say to you, it makes you wonder if maybe going to this party is not the right idea. And all of a sudden, 4 of the 5 of you begin to have doubts. Bluebell, you're great. You can't wait to get to this party.
Perhaps if this party is so difficult to find, it means we shouldn't be wasting our time. I do have lots of shows to watch and such. I have a kobold bachelorette that is on every night until someone is found a partner. So I think that I should just get on my broom and go home, because clearly this is not meant to be.
We've been walking for hours.
We have.
I'm sorry.
We've dealt with a
And
lot.
sweaty.
Bluebell is that friend who's like,
Yeah. We came all this way. I got all dressed up.
Do you not know how many blisters are on my feet right now? We are not going back.
I'm flying.
My back's hurting from all the flapping that my wings have
There you
done.
go.
We're absolutely not turning around. Do you know how long this makeup took? You better rally.
But what if,
Rally right now.
We don't even know who invited. What if the people there don't actually want us there? What if this is like a big joke? What
I
if
think
this
my
is a
name
prank?
is dumb.
That sounds like social anxiety, and we don't acknowledge those voices when they speak to us. We
This
just
is how
kind of
D&D
pretend.
is fantasy.
Yeah, it's pure fantasy.
Ruben, you do make a good point. You are quite a balm on my soul right now. But also, I think that we should hear Brandon out. He said, "What if someone thinks his name is dumb?" And you know what? It wouldn't be the first time.
Other people think my name? I picked this name specifically because even a human could get it wrong.
I think it's lovely, darling.
It's a great name.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful name.
Bluebell, as the unaffected, would you give me a persuasion check as you try and, bring some life back into your party members?
Yes. I will say that Bluebell has. Oh, that was pretty good. Bluebell also has a pouch full of glitter that she is ready to throw on everybody. You said persuasion check?
You all better watch out. I did.
Okay.
I'm the only one who's not glittered up.
This is
That's a
true.
real threat.
It's true.
Turns out I'm not overly persuasive as a person, but I did roll a 17. So
excellent.
Oh,
Okay.
nice!
So
And
everybody,
don't forget, we all have +1s. And
Oh,
yes,
okay.
which you
has
can use at any
2s.
point.
okay.
The rest of you, as you hear Bluebell's chipper encouragement, you can all make another set of wisdom saves. And with a 17, you can all have advantage on it. Because, Bluebell's your friend, and she says the right things, right?
Listen, the offer of glitter is both a offer and a threat.
Yeah.
It can be done to cheer you up and also be done to keep your ass going the right direction.
I'm so happy to see some double digits in the D&D Beyond rolls. Sylvester, how do we do?
Thank goodness.
15.
Okay, Annie, ready?
I got a 24.
Heck yeah, you did. Guan.
Nat 20, baby!
Ooh, and Brandon.
I got a nat 22.
Okay, amazing. So, Guan and Brandon, you can remove that exhaustion if you like, but all of you at this point, because our lowest was a 15, right? Yes. All of you at this point hear what she's saying and realize that, like, there's probably other things, right? They're not just anxiety voices in your head, but whatever magic is in this forest that's affecting you is clearly playing on that. And so you're able to sort of hear your friend, pull yourself out of it a little bit. It's all still there, right? But feel a little better. You know that for whatever reason, whether it's you've walked all these hours or you want to go, you should go. You should go to the party.
Yeah, Brandon's a great name. Yeah.
Are we rallying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you,
not.
Bluebell.
It's not like those people who spell Jeff with a G. Yeah, this is good.
Also, if we wanted to be fun, we could call you Bran, which is quite trendy, I hear.
Oh, is that cool? Because I've never, like, had a nickname. Except for, like, hey, you. And, like, what are you? And, like, why do you have wings that you can't use?
I believe those
Questions,
two are
Bran.
questions. Yes,
Oh.
and not nicknames. Hey,
This is
you,
why
though,
we
I
end up
believe you
punching
can
a lot of
keep
people, I
back.
think. Yeah.
Okay, somewhat rallied and ready for the party, you can continue through the woods. The map is helpful. It is also hand drawn by that very excitable kobold. So, like, it's who would like to lead the crew through said forest? Because whoever that is, I will need a survival check. You have the map, so you can have advantage. You're also eager to lead, I see.
I mean,
Well,
I'm pretty
Guan
good at
got the map, but-
survival.
Oh,
Okay.
Like, I am a ranger.
I'll,
No,
I'll,
I'm-
hand, I'll hand the map over to
you're-
Brandon.
Right.
Your proficiency at
Uh-oh.
going the wrong way gives me doubts, but we do have a map.
I mean, that was in a town. Now we're in the woods. It's different.
Prove me wrong, Brando. Just making up nicknames for you.
I love it. Let's
I'm
see it.
loving. I've never had a nickname before today, and now I have two, and that's like 3 times as many as I had.
A map, please. Now, thank you.
Certainly not math.
That's a 24.
Oh, yeah, unerringly. Even there's one place, right, where the map is just straight up wrong, and you can kind of tell, right? The strokes get like a little hesitant, and like there's a little question mark on part of the map. But you figure out where it is
Yeah.
that you need to go to get back on track without any trouble at all, no hesitation.
Brandon's like walking, and he's like, "Raul, does this look funny?" And like he's having this in-depth while walking, like walking off the map, but just talk. Yeah, I think he just, he was just so excited to meet Deer, and like, who can blame him? Like, Deer's really awesome, he's like super horny, so we should just like, I can't blame him for not. We'll just go this way.
It takes one to know one, is all I'm gonna say.
Truly. So, you all continue on through the forest. It doesn't get any more pleasant. It is just gloomy. The whispers have now receded away from like audible words and voices, but there's still that sort of susurration is still there the entire time you're in the forest. And the music that Sylvester and Guan and the lights that you all heard and spotted from outside the forest, it's like they're gone, right? They've been dampened by the canopy or something. You hear none of it. And it is an not the most pleasant, maybe half-hour walk. And as if from one step to the next, you all take a step, and without realizing it, you have now crossed out. Well, now you realize it. You have crossed out of the forest on the other side, and there is an explosion, a riot of sound and color. And you can even feel sort of a thumping in the ground and in your heart. And you see in a little valley, actually, considering all the lights that you could see from way back there, a fairly well hidden valley, you see the party. And it is huge, and it is raucous, and it is bright and colorful and joyful and musical and everything you could want, even from this distance. You see off to one side, there is a sort of raised amphitheater stage that has sort of a quarter sphere dome over it as like a sound shell. And the outside of that quarter dome is all covered in like reflective metal paneling, and there are lights shining on it that are reflecting everywhere. You see some areas where people are there's a band up on stage that's playing the music, and there's people dancing. There's a corner in the back that looks a little more chilled, and there's chairs and tables, and people seem to be sitting and eating and drinking and talking, and it's all there, laid out in front of you.
Seeds.
Yeah, probably somewhere. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I got really excited about the seeds on the journey.
Yeah,
Everyone was just
kept talking about the seeds.
You believed the lie. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I mean, well, yes, there probably are seeds there. When you get closer, maybe you'll find some.
Is this
looks quite inviting.
it?
Hey, Bluebell, this looks like really fancy. Do you think I could have some of that glitter? Like, I'm feeling a little under sparkly now that we're here.
Of course.
Incredible.
Yeah. I'm gonna like pull the glitter out of my pouch and kind of like dust it all over, kind of like giving them some highlights and like putting it up
Yes.
on. You have hair, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's like
streak it
Van
through
Dyke.
that.
Yeah.
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 No roll required. I mean, Bluebell knows. Let's just do it. You look great. Yeah, absolutely.
How do you feel? Do you feel sparkly?
I feel really sparkly. Hey, thanks. And goes to punch her shoulder, which is a problem.
It's so your fist is the size of her torso.
She's gonna use that high dexterity she has to just kind of be like,
yeah. I think like Brandon starts to go, and then like Roald like grabs his wrist, is like,
Nuh-uh.
it's okay. Your verbal enthusiasm is all I need.
Cool.
I love it.
So are we raving?
I think I would quite like to, honestly. I haven't been to a fete in some time.
It's better than your shows.
I suppose for the first hour or so, yes.
Sure. Yeah. You all can begin heading down into the valley. As you sort of crest the top of the little hill that forms this side of the valley wall that you're going down, you can see that there is a very small, like maybe only 5 people or so, but there is a little line with a table and a couple of people behind it that looks like it's probably the entrance to this event. By the time you get within spitting distance of this table, the whole line has now passed in. Everyone's been let in. Behind the table, there is a half-orc woman whose name I have completely forgotten. Oh, yes. Okay. There's a half-orc woman and a gnome man standing behind this table. And the gnome has an enormous-looking sort of like ledger that he's sort of flipping back and forth through. And the orc woman has, as soon as you all sort of get close, has eyes for you. She's not, for all of the festivity behind you, she's not overly bubbly. She's not scowling at you, perchance, but she is watching you all as you approach quite closely. She nods at you, Brendan. She neither responds nor waves back.
I think this time we'll cut out the middleman. Should one of us just go over there, please? Sylvester, you are quite friendly and handsome. Maybe you should go.
And also, the only one who hasn't tried to fall in love or kill someone here. So
That's true.
I mean, the night is young. There's
yeah,
room for
fair
both.
enough.
Yeah, I think Sylvester walks up because this. I mean, it looks like sort of the admitting.
It does
thing.
pretty. Yeah, I mean, not even sort of. Like, yes, it very
Yeah.
much does. Yeah.
And reaches for the invitation that they
Mhm.
received,
Mhm.
and we've come for the party. Very, very excited. Come a long way. Been a fun journey. May we go in?
When you pull out the invitation and say we're here for the party, this woman changes on a dime. She is smiling, and she suddenly, as she talks, like she's very expressive is the word that I'm looking for here, and I don't know, Italian. I don't know.
All the
Accurate.
hands.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh my dears! Oh, we're so happy that you finally made it." So she reaches for the invitation, Sylvester, that you have pulled out. May I? Oh, you'll get it back. Don't worry.
Okay, because the seal is amazing.
Oh, isn't it? I was so excited by the design this year. All right, give me that. Let me see. Sylvester. All right, do you all have yours, or they're with you? Yes.
Well, I have a
Yes.
seal, but it was destroyed by a ruffian.
Oh no. Wait, you ran into a ruffian on the road? My goodness, what happened to you all? How is that possible?
Well, I think that maybe there was a misunderstanding. We didn't understand how exclusive this event is, and perhaps we should have just indicated we were on our way here. I don't know. Are they very protective
I'm gonna
of
give her an
this?
insight
I
check.
don't know.
Okay. She got a 15 on the die for her insight check. She goes,
Yeah.
"Oh no. Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. Did you..." Colin didn't try and stop you, did he?
That was the one.
Was collecting money to like fix the roads, but it was like a lot of money.
Mhm.
I didn't really
Quite
believe
absurd
the story
amount of
about the
money.
roads, but
Is that the story he went with? Oh, you all, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish that, I guess next time we'll just have to be more explicit, that y'all should just let people know where you're headed. Was there any reason?
okay. Is she still holding my
No, she
invite?
just looked at your name and gave it back. She didn't really look at it very closely.
Yes. Sylvester opens the invite and says, and points at the postscript.
She takes it and she looks at it and she looks a little confused and she reads it. Like, she takes the time to like clearly read it a few times, and she brings the invitation down and her happy face is gone. And she says, "Listen, y'all, I'm so sorry about this. I'm gonna go talk to Rowan. I'm gonna go talk to someone about this. Sylvester, I will find you, but do you mind if I hold on to this just so that I can, I just need this for a minute, but I'll make sure you get it before the end of the night. And you all, I am so sorry for the confusion. Let me make it very clear, because we hope that you all are going to be attending this party for many years to come."
Oh, it's more than once?
She says, "Oh yeah, we come once a year, absolutely, and just have a big old blowout. And I just want to make it very, very clear that yes," and she looks right at you when she says this, Sylvester, "yes, this is an exclusive party, but it is not a secret party of any sort. There is no need to hide the fact that you all have been invited. You should be proud of the fact that you were invited to this party, and I just want you to know that, and I'm so sorry that Rowan, somebody, made you feel otherwise. Although I suppose in his defense, he has his reasons to be cautious, but that's neither here nor there. Tonight is a night of celebration. In fact," and she sort of reaches under the little table and pulls out a bag full of little... Lord have mercy. How many of you are there? I worked so hard on remembering that there were 5 PCs. She hands you a bag of
7.
a bag of a number that is more than 3 and less than 10. Little wooden coins that are all embossed or carved with the same symbol that was on the seal. And she says, "Listen, these will get you some of the nicer libations tonight, and that is just as we are so sorry about the confusion and the trouble you had along the way. Please let me know. Sorry, I'm Madam Adam. And please let us know at any point if you need anything else. We are so happy that you are here, truly."
Did you say Madam?
Oh, sorry, no, Madam Adam.
Madam Adam, I don't know if this is proper, but in the spirit of all this festivity, we got a little help getting through the forest. There was a kobold.
Oh yeah. Oh good. I'm glad he stayed his post because we were worried that he was going to take off a little early. Because he should be here probably somewhere.
Yeah, I was just wondering that if maybe we could, just because there was a bit of a moment.
Connection.
Oh, and she sort of looks at each of you in the eyes to try and figure out which one it is. And then she gets to Deer and she like starts to be like, oh, that's an elf. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it takes all kinds, right?
He always did like him bigger.
Oh.
She says, yes. Well, he's inside. I'm sure you'll have no trouble. Well, you might a little. He's a little guy, but you'll find him, I'm sure. I'm glad he was there, and hopefully that helped y'all get through the forest. Listen, I'm also real sorry about that forest. I know how unpleasant that can be.
Yeah,
but
that wasn't fun.
We've had, now listen, I don't want to overplay this, but we have years and years ago, we had some trouble with the party. And so we wanted to find a place that was not secret, but secluded and secure. And the forest kind of works well. Anyway, we are sorry about that. But this party is just the thing to wipe them blues away.
Do we have to walk through the forest for every party?
Well, I suppose now that you know where we are, if you leave a little earlier and get here, you could, I mean, it takes quite a bit longer, but you could go round if you wanted. It's just planned for the time,
Well, that's right. I don't get lost.
She says, well, I'm so glad to hear that. Congratulations. Okay, well, enjoy the party.
Yeah, like thank you for the coin. Here, and is gonna pull out a goodest berry and give it to her.
Yeah, she'll take it.
You eat that, you got about an hour to get somewhere safe, okay? Bye.
Wow.
So she does not react the way that I reacted. She hears that and says, great, and pops it immediately.
Oh my gosh.
My own special recipe.
She's excited, let me tell you.
You got any more of those?
Oh, yeah. Here.
Really
Just
good.
hands them
I
out.
didn't know we were bringing party favors.
Don't worry. I'll be the designated flyer. Don't worry.
Perfect.
These let you fly?
I mean, you'll feel like you're flying, but you might like be on the ground going, woo.
Images of Sylvester doing exactly that are just really pleasing. Right. The party is everything. And as you're walking around, and I will tell you all now because I'm gonna come to each of you, and I would love to know whatever it is that your character most enjoys about the party or has the best time doing or whatever, right? But I will tell you that if you all take the time and sort of wander around and greet people and whatever, you'll see several familiar faces. You will of course see the kobold from the other side of the forest, who knew that he would see you here and is probably seeks out Deer. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Colin is actually also here and very clearly is sort of avoiding you for the first little bit and then eventually gets up the courage to like come up and apologize and explain everything, which is to say that, he was making sure, perhaps a little overzealously, he now realizes he was just trying to protect anybody who was coming to the party, and assumed, obviously erroneously, that you all were not going to the party. So he apologizes profusely. You also see Guan, the guy from your town that like you shushed and he sort of smiled. He's here too, actually.
Oh.
And plenty of other familiar faces, and then lots and lots of new folks. There is music. There is a band that is 7 Dragonborns, all of different colors. There is, like I said, the little like tables and chairs area with the food and drink. There's a chocolate fountain and there's little cheese fondue stations. There's like a sketch artist to give you little mementos of the night. Truly, it was a great fucking party. What are y'all's favorite parts of it?
I think Bluebell spends a good amount of time on the dance floor, and she does this fun combination of fairy fire and like a little illusion spell that like she has strobe lights surrounding everybody. So everybody's dancing and
Oh,
then just kind of pulsing around them.
Oh yeah, you start the bounce, right? Like everybody's like very fired and glowing, and yeah, absolutely. Yes, you are the star of the dance
I, Chrissy,
floor.
have absolutely never been to a rave before. I would never party that hard.
Bluebell, though, we love it.
Mhm, mhm.
I love it. All right, somebody else. What is your favorite part of the evening?
I think since since we've run into Colin and he is looking a little bit contrite, Sylvester
Yeah.
kind of reaches and grabs his shirt collar
Yeah.
and says, "You owe me at least a drink and an apology," and looking beyond to Bluebell, and a dance, and is just dragging Colin to the dance floor.
He's a hobgoblin, so he has like a slightly red tinted skin. It goes so much redder, but he goes along with it. Yeah, he's not a bad dancer. He doesn't drink, but he says that he will go get you whatever it is that you want. And actually,
Excellent.
you all have a lovely time. If it comes up, also, I forgot to mention this, but if it comes up, the friend that already disintegrated with her hellfire, someone went back and got a little bit of whatever was left of her, and they'll reincarnate her. It's fine, or resurrect her. It's fine.
That was
She's got a
absolutely
good
going to
berry
be
in her
what
mouth,
already.
so she's gonna feel
I was
good.
gonna say yeah. Oh no! By the time Colin comes back with the drink, Sylvester is on stage with the band and singing.
Yes!
Oh,
and he cheers for
yeah!
you. Colin cheers for you. He likes this. Yeah. Yes. All right, who else?
I think Aretti is trying to be the best wingman ever.
Yeah.
Is just like going from room to room, like checking on everybody to make sure everybody has water. Is like group mom friend.
Love her.
And then like on their way back, like on her way back from like to checking with the last person,
Uh-huh.
on her way back to the dance floor to dance with Bluebell, she sees like this villager that she has been noticing, a little like lumberjack lady,
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
and just kind of like blushes and like makes to hide behind Bluebell. Like, no, don't come over here.
Oh,
Um,
very good.
Yeah, and then I think if she gets approached, there's probably smooching.
Oh, yeah. She for sure. She
Yeah.
sees you trying to hide behind the fairy,
I was gonna say that was a bold choice.
and she actually throws her head back and lets out this big belly laugh, and comes over and sort of puts her hand out and says, "May I?"
I am at a party. I might as well, yes.
Let's dance. And she whirls you onto the dance floor, and she is quite the like partner ballroom-esque dancer. She's whipping you around and spinning you and dipping you, and
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think already, like, as she gets more and more excited and happy, like, her hair starts to kind of, like, float a little bit, like there's a breeze in it, and she gets, like, little, like little sparkles of light kind of shining out of her, freckles.
Ah. Well, this excellent dancer lady thinks that's the cutest thing. So. All right. Boys.
So, is there a pool or a lake or a pond?
Every instinct in my body is screaming no. So, yes, there is.
So like, yeah, Brandon comes in and is like, you know, chatting and has a nice drink and is, you know, chatting with people, and then he sees is it a fancy pool? Is it
No, I think it's probably like a little lake that they've set up some lights and some chairs, so
Yeah.
it's nice, but I
Okay.
don't think it's like a built pool. type
Yeah,
thing.
I think like, you know, there's the chairs and there's a couple people, you know, sitting and watching it. Brandon's like, oh, that's great, and just starts sprinting towards it and ripping off clothing as he goes.
Yes.
You see the top scars as he just runs and cannonballs into the
Yes.
lake. Because like we got like hot and sweaty and like bloody and like ashy because like someone got burned alive to
I was
death.
gonna say I'm not ashy. Oh, the person
Ah.
who burned.
You'll
Yeah, personally
get
burned.
I would never. I would never.
Oh,
I value my life. Are you kidding?
She'll get better.
And yeah, just like cannonballs into the water. But I think it like kind of starts like some of the other people who were like, yeah, here at the party, but also like not, kind of the more
Yeah.
like, yeah, standing
Glad to
around
be
and
here and
chatting
let's
is nice.
do our own thing. Yeah, exactly.
And so people are, does a little splashing, but then it's mostly just kind of like hanging out.
Yeah.
And the more like goodest berries come out. And so like Brandon like ends up, lounging in the pond, like with a couple other people, just talking about like, so have you ever thought about like, what does it mean to have horns? Because like they grow and you can't control them and you can't help that. But they're like the first thing anyone notices when they look at you. So like, whoa.
It's like part of your like skeleton, but it's outside.
And like they don't grow straight. Like mine do like this, but there's others that do like this and like what if
I
you
don't
like,
think
started
there's
growing into your that would be terrible.
Oh. I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's a lot of things that are straight about this party.
No. Do you want to like make out?
But... Yeah, all right. Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. Yes.
Round
Just
of ice cold
high-
water over to the lake, please.
So, yeah. You have drifted to the shore for a safe. It's good.
And Rald is just sitting on the shore like, this is the shit I put up with.
This is have a good time. Guan and Deer, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, Guan would make sure that Deer has got it handled. So
Yeah.
that as soon as they've got the connection, Guan will be like, if you need me, I'm gonna be on the dance floor. And
Deer gives you a look like, oh, don't worry, we won't need you.
right, perfect. And then Guan is gonna go to Bluebell and ask her, would you mind like with the lights? There's something I want to try. If you could coordinate it, it's gonna be a line dance thing. So if you could put lights whenever someone moves here, you'll see. Would you please?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. And Juan is gonna call everyone onto the dance floor and say, look, we come from all different backgrounds. You don't need to be a paladin to do this. Just follow my lead. And he's gonna grab the little toy swords from the drinks.
Perfect.
And he's gonna swing, and that's when the lights will turn on. He'll be like,
Yes.
smite to the left, smite to the right. Cha-cha now, y'all. And of course, this is the cha-cha smite.
The latest dance craze. Oh my god.
Outstanding.
Yes, outstanding. As the whole of the dance floor and people come from all over the party to join the Cha-Cha Smite, and as it's happening, as it's finishing, a group of sorcerers have sort of been casting this big group spell together, and as the last the song ends, they sort of release their spell, and this just enormous fireworks show sort of goes off above the dance floor and the whole party area, and it is perfect, and everything that you imagined and more, everything that you deserved, everything that you needed after a long adventure out, it's perfect. And I think that's where we'll finish the adventure.
Yay!
Yeah!
So good.
This is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Happy
it was fun.
Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Y'all, we
Oh,
have
is that
come
what
to
that
the
was about?
end of this amazing event. Amazing. If you would like to get entered to win a $25 gift certificate to Critical Hit Cookies, go ahead, do the thing in the chat. We are going to go ahead and thank all of you for showing up today and showing out today. We have had wonderful numbers all night. Thank you so much for liking and sharing this. Thank you for everyone who has followed us today. Thank you for everyone who has donated today. We are now up to $860 for our goal to Black and Pink.
And thank you, Anonymous, for
yes.
the donation to Brand the Dawn to have a reroll. So I
Yes.
just have to see. Wow, that was a 4 and a 3. So
That's
he
so
needed it.
good. Yeah.
I feel like Brandon, this was just Brandon completely missing the fireworks because he's just face deep in someone else.
Exactly
That's
right.
important.
Yeah,
Listen,
that perception check did not
those are
happen.
personal
right.
fireworks, you see.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're just for you.
Yeah.
Yes. This night has been such a success. Thank you so much. This table, y'all have been absolutely impeccable. Everybody, again, one more time, go ahead and do !cookies to get entered to win a $25 gift certificate to Critical Hit Cookies. Let's go around the table and tell everybody your socials, where people can find you and what you're doing, what kind of awesome stuff you're doing. I'll go last. Let's start with Eugenio, our fantastic GM. Thank you so much for sharing your incredible talents. This was amazing.
Thank you all for making it an interesting and such a fun ride. I really appreciate it. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting this awesome cause that we're doing. Thank you for supporting us. Happy Pride, y'all. My name's Eugenio. I'm DM Jazzy Hands on Twitter and Twitch. I stream 3 days a week over there, playing various video games, puzzle games in the evenings on Wednesdays, and whatever I feel like on Tuesday and Thursday afternoon. So come on and hang out over there. What else? I guess I'm in a podcast right now. You can check out the Taking Initiative Season 3 podcast called Sword and She. It's a Pathfinder 2e podcast. We release episodes bi-weekly, although we are about to go on a summer hiatus. So now's a great time to get caught up before we come back full-time in the fall. I think that's all I got going on right now. Should we just go in the reverse order that we did the last time? So I'll move it over to Kay.
Hey, well, I am Kay Purcell. I work in video games. Usually, and do TTRPG stuff every free chance that I get. I am the founder of Chaotic Wholesome Presents, and I thank you so much for being here and spending time with us tonight. Thank you to this incredible group of people for donating their time and talents. Thank you, of course, to our sponsors, which I know David's going to hit a thing. And again, $860 at our first game. I cannot believe it. Thank you so much. You can find me across the internet at KDamphyr, KAYDAMPHYR, or Chaotic Wholesome Presents. We're all over. We do the Table Talk show every Tuesday. We talk all things all things tabletop, from indies to intersectionality. You can find me on the Emergency Power Podcast, which is a homebrew Starfinder campaign. Book 4 is going to start soon, and I play the worst disasters queer ever. They deserve everything that they get. They are the exact opposite of Brandon. They are a horrible human being, and we love their redemption arc. And yeah, come watch David, our incredible producer, who is behind the scenes right now, Full Rubber Ducky, playing our first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 right now on Wednesdays through June. So yes. If I do not remember the order, I am so impressed
Herb
with
is
you,
next.
Eugenio.
Brian's next.
Who's after me, though? Who's after me?
Matt.
Since everybody remembers. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Wow. Y'all out here remembering things for Pride?
So impressed.
Yeah. Hi,
You all
I'm-
clearly haven't eaten the goodest berries.
For real, I need a hit. I'm Brian, Urban Bohemian on the internet. You can see me. I think I'm pointing at the right thing. Pretty much follow me on Twitch and on Twitter, on Blue Sky, Instagram. Not on TikTok, because on TikTok you have to add an underscore, and I'm kind of mad about it. But what are you gonna do? You can catch me mostly streaming Saturdays and Sunday mornings. Far early for anyone to be up, but so put me on, but stay in bed, because I have a very soothing voice and I'll just not let you get up. It's fine. And then catch me on Tuesdays, also on Twitch. So yeah, Urban Bohemian pretty much everywhere. This has been a blast. And yeah, just thanks everybody for your support. Matt.
Yeah, I'm Matt. I'm everywhere as improv and RPG. I make a lot of content on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok for like helping beginners learn how to roleplay. This has been such a blast. Thank y'all so much. This was so much fun. My heart is so full and warm right now. So, oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. And I will pass it down to Chrissy.
Yeah, hi, I'm Chrissy and Keller on all the fun internet spaces, mainly Twitter. If you see me on TikTok, it's probably because I'm yelling at somebody. And yeah,
Fair.
this has been This has been a delight, y'all. Thank you so much. I needed this. This was a great way to start off my Pride Month. Thank you. It was an honor to be here. So I guess that, yeah, I think that brings us back to Candace.
Okay. Hello. I'm the host. Thank you for coming, everyone. This has been so wonderful. My name is Candace Magnificent. My pronouns are they, she. You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky, sort of, at the Candace Marie. You can find me at Candace Magnificent everywhere else. This Saturday, you can find me over at Matihi's Twitch channel doing a queer 5e pirate horror campaign called What We Do in the Shallows. The Saturday after that, so alternating Saturdays, you will find me over on my own channel on Twitch doing some Pride covers. So if you like live music, I'm gonna be singing ukulele covers. It'll be a good time. You can also catch me in a variety of locations. Kay and I are in the Candlestick Crimes, which is about to start actually on 12-Sided Stories. That releases, I believe, every Thursday. You can also hear me on Bloom and Blight, which is a Girl by Moonlight podcast that is trans-led and queer-led, which is pretty good, honestly, I think. And you can also hear me on Three Black Halflings. I have a solo episode that came out last week, and today, I believe, I am guest hosting with Navarre Jackson of The Corrupted. So if you are interested in hearing me jaw about whatever, you can find me over there. Every single Thursday this month and on Wednesday the 19th, you will see some fantastic tabletop, more tables like these, fantastic, excellent players. I have been so lucky to get the people that I have gotten. Please don't miss a single one if you can help it. Next week, we will have popular streamer Nicotine Huge, just hosted TwitchCon last year. She will be running her original system, Islis, which is terrifying. It's full of body horror because, you know, we queers, we love our horror. So come on out. The theme this month is joy. Whatever makes you happy for Juneteenth as a Black person, whatever makes you happy for Pride as a queer person or as a trans person, all of us are here. We only get a certain amount of time on this earth. So why not celebrate it? We should be happy. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to shoot it over to Kay to let us know who's won the cookies.
I was going to ask, for the awesome, amazing people who've stuck around, do we want to tell people what our Juneteenth table is, even though it's not officially announced?
Okay, just for y'all, I'll tell you. It's going to be announced probably next week. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. We're coming up with a really nice flyer. I got wild guests, people. So this is being GM'd by Jeremy Cobb of Three Black Halflings. We're playing Paradox Perfect. At the table, got me, whatever. You got Cypher of Tyr, okay? I Need Diverse Games and Rivals of Waterdeep and Into the Motherlands, Cypher of Tyr. You've got Zakia Goggins from Mayday Roleplay. You've got, I mean, like, just illustrious cast. Lexi McQueen, Black Girl Mage, he's gonna be there. And then we've got Danielle Radford from Misfits and Magic on Dimension 20 is just gonna be there, hanging out. And we're all gonna chill, and we're gonna have a good time, and it's gonna be wild. I don't know how I did it. Don't ask me. I blacked out, and suddenly I had a cast. I was very proud. Here we are. Don't miss it. The 19th of June, we will be here. We will be Black. Actually, we will be largely queer. Lots of queers at that table too. Not everybody, but we got a majority queer in there as well. So I'm very proud that I did it.
And there is space for allies at Pride.
There sure are.
Just behave yourself.
Not the A though. The A is for
yourself.
asexuals. you get a separate invite.
That's not what that A is for. Yeah. It's different.
Yeah, don't do that. You don't like
bring
that.
Don't bring that ugly flag. Don't bring that ugly A flag either. That's not good.
All right, this is your last chance to enter for a Critical Hit Cookies gift card. Please enter cookies in the chat right now, because you don't want to miss out. They are delicious. They are maybe better than Brandon's Goodest Berries.
Oh, so good.
Maybe. Alrighty. 3, 2, and we are drawing an entrant. Stalker 29?
Oh, snap!
Oh.
Are you here?
Yes, intercedes for an invite to SB in the con.
I'm so sad that we never got to the 5th part of the con. Like,
Hey!
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Dr. 29.
Yay!
Congratulations!
We will DM you shortly. In fact, I'm going to whisper you right now so I don't forget. Because, you know, stuff will get lost while we try to wrap this up. Because you know
Into
this
the
green room's going to
ether.
be wild. You know this green room is going to be...
It's gonna be hype, y'all. It's gonna
Right.
be hype.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much for coming. This was so wonderful. Thank you to all of my beautiful players. Y'all have made me so happy. I could not have started Pride any other way. This week has been absolute garbage for so many people, myself and several people at this table included. And when I tell you that this is like fucking plus 100 XP for me for the rest of the month, I am not a fucking overstating that.
Yeah.
This
Thank
was
you
a
to
long
the
rest
audience.
in 3 hours.
That's it right there. Whew,
Mhm.
I am reinvigorated. So thank you, y'all. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night. Please come on back next week. We will have more giveaways and more excitement just for you. So please like and spread the word to your friends. You'll see us posting about it on social.
And we're going to raid over to Live from the Apocalypse, where they are also playing Dungeons and Dragons, and probably for charity, because that's generally what they do. So thank you all for
That's
hanging
right.
out. Be kind to yourself, be excellent to others, and we hope to see you on Thursday.
Bye.
You are